Alright, we're ready to go. Let's get started. Khalim, open number 2. So... Oh no, there's a Carassius list. Well, I mean, I came prepared for it, so who cares, I guess. But that's funny. After just making a speech about there's not going to be Carassius in our bracket. I think we should actually do pretty good with 2 red lists into this, 2 yellows, and then a Carassius. Feel like I should never ban Carassius. It's annoying to deal with, but I feel like it's never the ban. We might just ban the Angry here. Yeah, for those of you just joining, if you haven't seen a tournament yet before or participated in a tournament, there's a 10-minute delay on this stream, so if you send a chat message, I won't see it for a little bit. And since we do have apparently some new players into the scene, I'll explain a little bit what's going on. This is the banning phase. Both players get to bring 4 decks. No 2 decks can share more than 12 cards with each other. And we get to ban 1 list, and then we have to choose to start with 1 list based on this information we see on screen here. So these numbers, this is the Faeria cost. This is how many land, how many colored cards are in the deck. So Bamster has 30 yellow cards in this deck, for example. If there's dual colored cards, it will count them twice for 2 different colors. So if he's got like, let's say he's got like a Thunder Eel, a red-yellow card, that'll give a count of 1 for each. Okay, so the Krog list is banned. That makes sense. Really doesn't want to deal with that. Let's save the red as a counter for later. Oh, and this is a best of 3, so we only get to use 2 lists. Excuse me. I think I'm gonna... Ooh. Since red counters like everything, we could start with red. Typically I like to start with my worst deck first, but if I want to like gain some information, I don't think the yellow Celeste is going to be played in this, to be honest. So maybe we actually just go blue. Okay. We're against the 2.8 with the yellows. What could this even be? Flyers, maybe? Bamster likes his Oath to Oblivion list, but I think that has some neutrals in it for Storyteller. That was probably the other list. This looks like a Flyers list, probably. Which I don't think should be too bad. We don't want Command into Flyers. Battletoads is pretty good. We can keep 2 starters. Swarm in general is pretty good into Flyers, so we'll keep the 2 creatures. We get a 3rd creature. Okay, like center. It do be Flyers. So we have an option. We could try to fight this thing. Now he's obviously going to just step back, maybe produce another creature, but not terrible if that's the case, because we kind of put pressure on this side. He's got to develop all of his creatures on one side. I kind of like just pressuring. Now I could set up 2 creatures instead of just the Archon, just so I have something to fight with here, potentially. And a Hopper would be nice too, so he can't block my collection space. Maybe we just play double Trainer. I like it. Because one thing you can do if we play the Archon is just body block with a creature, we miss a collection. That's the way we're guaranteed a collection. 3 is a pretty healthy number against flyers. At least while he's on 2 deserts, he doesn't have access to Spirit Theft yet. And yeah, like I mentioned, this is good because it puts pressure on this side, so he might decide to invest a second creature into this side, or he might decide to go the other side. Both which is fine. If he goes into right side here, then we get to put pressure on the Sky Captain. He might just have double creatures though, actually. Oh, excuse me. He's running. Well, I will take that. That is very expensive. 2 cards. 2 Faeria. Well, 1 Faeria, I guess, since it collected. Manta Rider. Oh no. Manta Rider's a bit unfortunate. So this guy's gonna be tough to track down. I really want to get these well collections for my Wave Crash Colossus, so we might just continue this way. Yeah. And then we might as well take this hit, I think. Just because if this gets answered with Soul Drain, Spirit Theft or something, really unlikely though. Do I even bother? I mean, I might as well kill this now, right? He's just gonna get to kill it off anyways. Because I want to develop like a 3/3 Battletoad maybe. It means the 2/2 can't do anything, he can't go anywhere, but I don't think he's going anywhere anyways. One unfortunate thing is that I kind of wanted the 2/2 lined up here, right? Ah, whatever, it's fine. Sorry, I wanted the 3/2 lined up here. Maybe to play into command if he decides to... But he's just gonna step in between wells, so it doesn't really matter. So these yellow creatures are about to get buffed too, so I have to deal with 4 HP stat lines soon. Maybe Archon was even a consideration. Just because 4 HP things are now gonna come down, that's gonna be annoying. But Bamps are stuck on 2 cards here. We saw the double movement trick from out of hand. Which will be good for a while. He needs to build up to 5 deserts. Four HP, yeah. I should have played the Archon. Gonna land block. Land blocking makes sense here. He doesn't really need the extra lands right now. And just stop like an aggressive Colossus spot. It also stops a land trick actually, if I wanted to value trade or something. Okay. We want to draw into command eventually. Let's see, this can hop, hop, hop. We have 2 spaces. I think I can take a draw. Look at that. Now that's not going to really help preserve my creature, but it does something for next turn. We can clear this next turn. Let's just swarm. guess we'll save this. We'll preserve this Archon a little bit. Full Swarm. Deal with that, Flyers. This guy's a little bit more flexible because he can jump. This guy, we're only threatening this line, which should pretty convincingly not get blocked. Actually, Bamster's been playing that Khalim Skyguard lately, which would be a little annoying here. Not that annoying, but a little annoying. Because, I mean, we can just deal with it, but... Oh? Wait, where are you going? Dealing with the 4-4? It wouldn't really make sense to deal with the 2-2. So I don't... And he's hovering the 3-2? I mean, the only reason I see this happening is to deal with the 4-4. Because why would you need to deal with the frog over the trainer? Curious? I mean, I'm super happy if he just invests a Soul Drain here. It really doesn't harm me. I still get my double collection. I don't know. Okay. So there's a Soul Drain. I guess he's just double clearing. Sure, okay. I see. He's trying to make it awkward for me to deal with this 6-1, but little does he know we've got a trick up our sleeves. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I mean, we can't play it, obviously. I'm on 6. I would like this guy to start collecting this side. It's too bad we don't have access to Warden yet. Yeah, I guess the answer is just... We can just do Battletoad's command, but then we're so far away from Warden. I think it's fine. I think it's fine just because he's played his Soul Drain, running out of cards to play. If this thing trades, there's a 2-2 in range of my 2-2 still. I mean, he top decks like a second Soul Drain, maybe, and that's a bit annoying, but we still maintain at least double collection, I would think. And we're also hard threatening this guy Captain now. He needs to use a movement trick if he really wants to save it, so probably the tower gets used here, so he can't like take value trades or anything. I think he really just wants to collect. It is really unfortunate we're a little far away from Warden, but hopefully we can build up to that. We haven't played any 7 yet. This is a little far from proccing. Noah's in the chat. Look who came crawling back. Alright. Ooh. I like it. Okay. Interesting. Very expensive, but I like it. That's pretty bad for me. That is pretty bad. Do we draw for a creature to play? Or do we double neutral to collect? It was very expensive. So that's a second Soul Drain down also. It's a tough one. Could have moved Captain in well. Do we draw? We have access to Warden. He just gets to double collect next turn uncontested, which is annoying. If we top deck a 7 cost though, that's annoying for us too. If I just collect... Yeah. Let's just collect. I think there's a lot of cards we can draw into that break us here. So I'd rather collect, I think. Like, I can draw into another Humbling Vision, another Command, another 7 cost, and we can't play anything there. I've built so many lands. I've kind of shifted sides entirely here. Yeah, more Manta Riders, unfortunately. The Humbling Vision here is something that could save me. And that top deck would have been a Humbling Vision, so I guess that was cool. We could play the Warden here, actually. I lose a collection. But a 4/6 on this left side is pretty huge. I do lose some collections, but taking this now, I do need a third lake at some point, so maybe we just lock it in. The other unfortunate thing with this, I move out of a double collection position. I think Bamster has collected more than me this game, which is annoying. I mean, if I move away, he still gets to collect, so I guess we might as well block. Let's just go for it. Pop. With the 2 Soul Drain seen, it's unlikely he has an answer for this, but it is likely that Champion is an answer. And Champion's gonna hurt. Six Champion? We can reduce that to 3/3, I guess. Soul Pack. No way, 3rd Soul Drain? Oh my god. Well, Soul Pact isn't the end of the world. That's a card that isn't giving him board presence. Is annoying that we didn't get to proc the Archon before that happened. It's triple Soul Drain in the top 13 cards. Oh my god. Is it Champion? It is. Alright. There he is. The Sky Captain turn 1 has done some work. Commander. So we can dump this to 3/3. I have to play this in trade range, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. I want to play this in draw, I think. The positioning of this guy's gonna suck. Like what, I just put him here? With this as a 3/3 though, it doesn't even matter. Actually, I want to put him here so he can't collect with that Champion. Yeah, I guess we'll do it that way. Not rewarded. We'll pre-humble. And just hope for the best, but I think we're in a pretty bad spot. I don't know if we're gonna be able to come out of this one. This right side land placement's really unfortunate. I mean, if he steps onto the lake, it doesn't really matter anyways, but... Okay, second Sky Captain is actually not too bad. That's not a very threatening creature right now, so we have some It gives us some breathing room to develop, hopefully. Let's hope this commander can flip next turn. So we can collect, I guess. We play into trade range of the 3/3 once again. A 5/5 Bloatfly. Okay, Bloatfly was one of the worst things that could have happened there. We did get our flip. Go up to 5, 6. Just draw, I guess. Could +1. I think I just lose. I mean, I could just surrender here, to be honest. What would I be drawing for? Sunken Tower? Do we even have Sunken Tower? I don't even know what's in this list. I forget. Let's take a quick peek. Do I have a land trick? I do have one Sunken Tower, so... I mean, Sunken Tower, does that do anything? It kind of does. I don't get it, though. Alright, I think we just surrender this, to be honest. Yuck. I guess we'll drill Bamster's time, because Bamster's notorious for taking a lot of time. We'll put pressure on his time bank there. So Sunken Tower would have been kind of nice there, because we could have moved this into trade range of the 5/3, and then even move away that land from the Bloatfly. So, that would have been pretty huge, but we don't get it. And if there's a movement trick, it's even worse. If there isn't a movement trick, it's okay, I guess. Because we get to counter back with Humbling. I mean, that's really bad. Champion. Yeah. Okay, we'll just play for time. Definitely not winning. I don't know if it was correct to build so many lands on the right side, but it was pretty tough to track this guy down. Oh, the infamous vulture? Amazing. Colossus. So we've got 2 more games to get through. Typically you want at least 8 minutes. So I have my 8 minutes. Bamster is 3 minutes behind us, so that's good. He's taking a lot of time with his turns. I guess I should not just be throwing out cards, I should actually be like defending to slow the game down, I don't know. It's a strategy. 4-6. He really doesn't want to sacrifice that 2-2. He wants the triple buffs. He's thinking about it. 6-6 Bloatfly. He did get the triple buff. So I think, I actually, yeah, I don't think it really matters. He's got the 4 damage lined up for next turn. I didn't need to play a creature there. Of course, my time bank is still showing 16 minutes 1 second. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so on to the Reds. So red should have an advantage. I mean, with the Sky Captains, if the Sky Captains come down turn 1 again, that could be a challenge still. But we have one more match in this best of 3. If we lose, then we're done. Yeah, 11 minutes left for Bamster, so he's going to have to play fast through these next 2 games. We can take it a little bit slower, we can take our time, not make mistakes. One thing to consider when time is an issue, or a consideration for strategy, is we would like... sometimes we'd like to take our turns reasonably quick, because our opponent can take thinking time on our turns. And we don't want to give that to him. But we also don't want to make mistakes. So I think typically it's best just not to make mistakes. Unless the plays are super obvious, then just go. Okay, does Ground Shaker help with anything? We need to deal with an early Sky Captain somehow. Which I guess technically that would do... what do I have in this list? I think I actually have Firebomb in this list, which would be huge. I do have Firebomb. We'll just keep this, I guess. Firebomb's gonna be huge. Also, going second as Flamespitter, maybe he has a turn 1 play. He does! Huge! Okay, let's put pressure on the side he built land on. So that's a nice Shaker lineup. We should be able to just go both sides and outvalue for a while. Shaker into Cypher's Wrath. Oh no, don't have Soul Drain. Oh. Okay. Hellfire is kind of cute as well. Maybe not. So we'll move this out of Celestial Tower range because we don't want to have this trade into this. We really want the free ping off Shaker. Shaker is pretty huge here, especially since he invested the 3rd creature. Okay, it does find Soul Drain. Sad. That was just a top deck though. He's in top deck mode. So yeah, Shaker Wrath, pretty big. We only need 3 mountains, so basically we can Shaker and then keep drawing. Copter. Just come here, Shaker Wrath. Could try to get a double collector if I'm concerned that I'm not gonna get creatures, but then I don't draw. What What are my creatures? I got like quite a few. I do have Axe Grinder. We could try to push this way since he's invested a third land here. It's gotta go like 4 or 5 or something. Which is fine. I kind of like going this side actually, since I don't immediately have a creature. It also puts pressure on this side of the lands. I want to build up to Hellfire anyways, so double neutral's probably fine next turn. Oh, Spite Sprite. I'm gonna have to build another land then. That is fine. We already have Hellfire we're looking at in hand, so that should be fine. No Sky Captain turn 1 this time, so that's good. Ooh, the Vulture. Okay, well that means I don't have to build lands, so thank you. Let's draw. Yeah, we'll rip the Hellfire. That's a solid Hellfire here. Got him, easy. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I didn't particularly want to build another land here. I kind of want an Axe Grinder land in the future. So that's kind of nice. We got a Vulture out of that. And this is going to be a decent land for Copter as well. If he continues building this way, I mean, he's also just playing into Copter, which is a flying creature. Oh, champion. Wasn't expecting to see you so soon. Okay. How do we deal with that? We can either Shaker or Copter. I think we always take a draw at least, at the very least. Copter. I mean, I could just Copter and pass. What else am I looking to draw into? Maybe just a playable creature. Like Axe Grinder. Axe Grinder's kind of solid. Just to play as is, I think. I mean, we have an AoE. Maybe we just do the Copter. I'm not sure. It's either Axe Grinder or Copter. Axe Grinder lines up nice into Shaker, but if we develop the Grinder here, then the champion actually just runs away, and we've wasted a huge investment into left side, which I don't like as much. This is removal, though. I guess it's fine if he runs away. I kind of do want to keep that Copter, actually. Let's do this. And I think I want to body block anyways, because maybe he's lining up like a Spirit Theft. Does he even run Spirit Theft? I've only seen Vulture so far. Going face. Ooh. Face and then run away with a second champion in hand? That would suck. Worst case, also, if he runs away, we can, yeah, send this Ground Shaker aggressive. Is he gonna move here and then move, hit? That's solid too, I guess. Flyers are spooky. Yep, second champion. Okay. And the Sky Captain comes down as well. Found the Firebomb top deck. I don't know if I want to invest this. Firestorm's looking cool, maybe. How much do we have? 10? So Firestorm really doesn't do anything. Such a clean Firestorm, though. Firestorm's gonna be bigger when he, like, hits in, though, right? I think... What if we just develop a blocking shaker or something? We can also Shaker Firebomb. It's really expensive. But I guess it technically works. Take away his collection. We will step this guy down. Does this guy need to step? What's he gonna do? He's gonna hit face. I think we can step. I don't know if that's correct. He's actually just gonna kill this ground shaker, though. Does this do anything? Because if he, like, movement shenanigans, we'd already be threatening that space. Maybe I should have just stayed here. I should have just stayed there. Give me a Firestorm target next turn. Maybe he decides to go this way, doesn't step because he's afraid of Horsemaster, and then he develops a creature there. Firestorm, boom. Man, Grand Shaker Firebomb was so expensive. Steps to 2-3. Okay. Not afraid of Horsemaster, doesn't believe in it. Actually, I think I don't have any neutrals in this list. Wait, Soldier in last? Misplay? Plays in range? Why did I step this? That was so bad. What do here? I would love to collect. Gives the opponent the opportunity to collect. I have to build a land to collect, which sucks. This move was so bad, though. We can mountain or we can double neutral. Does that accomplish anything? He's got blowed flies. But this could extend the range of Copter, maybe. But we might want this as a mountain in case we get stepped on. Alright, we'll just do that. Kind of annoying. Why did I step that axe grinder? Could have had one more collection. Now he steps back. Okay. Axe Grinder, 4-3 stat line actually, like, not bad in this matchup. I think we have some time at least. So, I might want to develop Axe Grinder here, build up to a Hellfire play, maybe even Hellfire or Koacopter. How much do I have? If I step... next turn, I plus 1 here. I go up to 15. But down to 12. That costs exactly 12. Which is cool. Maybe we go for that. But if this gets interrupted, I don't think it will, though. I think we just do this +1 pass. We're on a healthy 13 life, so I'm not too concerned if he decides to go for a face hit instead. Even if he decides to, like, movement trick over this way, I think we can still deal with it with, like, Copter Hellfire things, maybe. We'll see. Does go for the tower, so he is planning to use a Flash Wind here. Sure. He wants to play in trade range. If you insist. The tower is really annoying. I was gonna soak up Hellfire pings. 4/4. Okay, a little sketchy, not gonna lie. This is a little sketchy. Really need this to die. Should we try a Hellfire? Doesn't seem like a great idea. I really want to, like, Shaker. If we Shaker Hellfire, I kind of want to just see where this lands, just because I want X pings on this guy. Perfect. Okay. Not bad. We do need to +1. I get to collect anyways, but I do want to +1, I should say. Yeah, not bad. Definitely could have been worse. Bamster does have soul packs, so Faeria is not going to be much of an issue. Vulture. Vulture into Firestorm, though? Steps the 4/1 back. Okay, if he plays a creature here, he plays into Firestorm. There is a Vulture. Plays another Desert to play out of Firestorm range. Okay, he knows the Firestorm exists. He is aware. Which hurts a lot. Oh no. This could be it. This could be the end. I don't really have anything for this unless I top deck a Flame Burst, which I should find one. Otherwise we have to Firestorm that. Oh no. Do I Firestorm this? It's pretty bad if we get hit for 5. What's my follow-up? I guess we just... That's so bad. That's really bad. But it lines up the copter next turn, hopefully. It doesn't give him lethal with that 6. Hopefully he can't deal with my collections also. If he finds movement trick, it kind of hurts. But we're pretty desperate just to get good positioning. Of course, if this hits us for 2, Champion still is lethal, so that's pretty sad. Don't have many options. I have 2 Spite Sprites still that I'm going to draw into as well. Okay. Does not go for the face hit, which is kind of solid. 5 HP is a very scary number to be on against flyers. So very happy with this. Champion does find the champion. Okay. Well, champion is equally terrifying. That was a mistake. This might be it. Oh dear. We have to block face with the copter, that's all we can do. And hope for no second mobility trick, otherwise we're just dead. Do I keep the shaker here? I don't think it's very good. This is my only answer. And then, just a simple mobility trick, I have to come back and clear. But do I even win the game if I'm doing this? I don't, right? I think we just lose anyways if I'm going back to clear the champion, because then I'm on 3. I have to build the land. I can't play my 5-drop. I can't deal with the second creature that he plays. Oh, it's so likely he has it, though. Do I collect? So what do I do? If he hits face, he finds a mobility trick. If it's champion, I mean, I might actually still have a chance, even if he has that. It's just so bad. Do I risk it or do I not risk it? It's so likely he has a movement trick. It's so likely. I think we'll stay. I just don't know if I'm winning if I don't collect here. It's just so likely he has a movement trick. Yeah. Bloatfly. Free Bloatfly. Can use that as a collector. Actually, you can just set up the yeah. Top, yeah, okay, we just lose here. Because body block with anything, pretty much. I mean, we could top deck a Flame Burst, I suppose. Man, I should have brought my actual Flyers counter list. I was like, man, nobody plays Flyers anymore. I don't need to bring a Flyers counter. I need to bring a Crassius counter. And he flash winded me back to the well anyways. Okay, well, GG. Alright. We'll give it to ya. We'll give it to ya. Flyers still undefeated. Too good. Alright, well, we'll move on to casting. Alright, welcome back everybody to the Khalim Open number 2, round of 8. We're jumping in and casting Acure versus Mute. Acure, who had an upset against Stinky Bad Boy in the round of 16, beating a longtime player of the game. So I'm excited to see, because I haven't seen a Cure in the scene, I don't think ever. So I'm excited to see what he's brought that could take down the Titan Stinky Bad Boy, who is now facing another Titan, Mute. Mute likes to bring some fun, silly decks. We see a Wisdom cover on the mono red deck here, a Llama Corn cover, and a Wave Crafter. And actually, the Spectres hasn't been seen in, what, a decade now. Is Faeria that old yet? But very interesting looking lineups from both players. I see a Seek the Shelter, which is not commonly seen. We might have just a Disciple list here. These two lists are probably pretty standard, mono red, mono yellow. So Flyers was actually being run this tournament. I wasn't expecting to really see that, because the past few tournaments we haven't seen Flyers at all. Mute locking in the ban on the probably Disciple list. Akira looking to lock down the Wave Crafter. Or not? So let's see, both players have pretty well-rounded lineups. We've got green, yellow, red, and blue, I guess, for both players. Disciple not really blue, but pretty well-rounded from both players. I think as a Cure, it's pretty predictable that the Disciple gets banned. Most players will choose to ban that one. Typically, as a Cure then, I'd be looking at these three lists and what are my weaknesses? Green should be able to cover the red. Red can potentially cover the yellow. Sometimes some tricky things can happen. I mean, the Spectres are high HP stats, but they are very expensive. And the yellow can probably cover the green, so I think debating between banning blue or yellow makes sense. Akira's starting with the yellow list and Mute reading him like a book and playing the red wisdom list. Red, a typical counter to yellow. Well, we'll see how it is. Maybe the decks aren't designed traditionally. We've got a Nightmare in here. Don't often see Nightmare. Okay, Baldurion. I'm gonna guess the Wisdom cover's just a bait. And it doesn't mean anything. It's just a 1 of Wisdom in the deck. And Mute has been running Baldurion. Okay, Wind Soldier. Alright, so Nightmare and Wind Soldier both not typically seen in Flyers. At least anymore. I think Nightmare was run maybe a long time ago. But the reason that we don't see Nightmare much anymore is because the Flyers just have high attack stats. Typically they can deal with big things. Nightmare's just really expensive. But sometimes it can come in really clutch, especially against something like Baldurion, where a simple Flyer is not going to be able to deal with this. And Wind Soldier super uncommon as well, but if a Cure builds his lands right, maybe we get a nice solid Wind Soldier line. We have the option to double neutral Wind Soldier here. It sets us back a little bit far from champion lands, but decent removal here. We get to collect off the well, deal with the creature, and our Manta Rider can come in between and collect. But we're gonna go for the Soul Drain Vulture play instead, which makes sense. No one wants to say is hello. Oh, and I didn't even realize these next few top decks from Mute. We got a third top deck Tax Grinder there, but we've got Bloodsinger in this list plus Firestorm, so he is playing a control list. Maybe the Wisdom is actually naturally run, I don't know. Wisdom, a little bit expensive, but hey, deck thinning's cool. Drawing cards. Oh, now we're going for the Wind Soldier? Okay. I think this would have been better last turn, just because... Just because we could have gotten this set up into double collection spot last turn. Did it matter though? So we already had double collection with the vulture then. This guy's vulnerable to flame burst maybe? I don't know, maybe it doesn't matter. Sky Captain in this deck too. Sky Captain really popular today. Doesn't play it though. Really? Interesting. Wants to play around Firestorm? It could be fair. I mean, sometimes patience goes a long way. Top deck a second Sky Captain. Oh my. I mean, it might be worth dropping both. Firestorm, well, no, Firestorm Groundshaker is pretty devastating. Yeah, I'd probably just play the one. Especially if the plan was to not play... Oh, a second Nightmare. Not great. Don't want to see a second Nightmare top deck. Especially not here. So we have yet another red control versus yellow flyers matchup. We'll see who becomes the victor. Maybe red control just isn't good enough to beat the flyers. Or maybe it is. Mutate building double neutrals. Trying to get an aggressive mountain for maybe Baldurion in the future. Just more land spots that he can craft on. Expensive. It is expensive. I don't know. Is this worth it? We could have just gone for a mountain. This is expensive though. 7 Faeria to kill that Manta. Develop a 3/3. Your opponent still gets a 2/2. I don't know, it's expensive. Champion top deck here is pretty solid. We can kill this right side potentially. What are we doing with left side though? I think we're honestly fine on left. I mean, this 3/3 was played into both of these creatures, which should be able to clean that up just fine. And we get a 6/6 champion even. Huge. Yeah, these Sky Captains, I will say, I mean, Sky Captains made a big difference in these red control matchups, because typically this is not a great card. I mean, it's really weak stats, but 4 HP is pretty difficult to deal with as like a controlling archetype where you really need to control, and like 4 HP is just so difficult. Like you don't want to Firebomb's just way too expensive to deal with this thing. I think Mute is going to be very sad when he sees the Nightmare come down. He's lining up this Baldurion, and it looks like maybe okay. If you can get this Baldurion popped off, Mute's maybe in a okay spot then, but that Nightmare actually coming in clutch this match. And just gonna pause. I probably would have stepped the 2/2 out of range because I don't think I want the 2/4 to trade with this. Because that's really efficient stat spendings, and then the 3/3 doesn't have to worry about dying to this guy. Of course, he doesn't really have to worry anyways, now that the Groundshaker's top decked. Just hits in with the 3/1 anyways. Gonna block that champion collection. Play Baldurion on the side. Plus the Shaker. Actually, Pretty solid play from Mute, lining up the Shaker on this thing. If this thing trades, maybe we top deck Flame Burst, maybe we just use a Firestorm or something, but of course we know there is a Nightmare in hand, actually double Nightmare in hand, which is even more devastating. We actually clear the board here. Oh my god. Full clear plus develop another creature, and our champion doesn't even die. I think I just go for it. Full clear, best clear. And typically we want to take this hit first. Good. So that we don't... oh, we could even take a draw here. Maybe we find the Vulture. But we missed the draw. Oh, you might be actually thinking +1 Sky Captain. I kind of like this. Because this, super sturdy, impossible for this archetype to deal with when they're behind on creatures. No collectors. This is just game. Red control being bested once again by flyers. Flyers too good. Man, I need to bring my flyers counter list next tournament. Mistral Guide. Oh, okay. Wind Soldier makes more sense now. Yeah. Mistral Guide, Wind Soldier pairing. Very funny. So the Laya coming down here. In this position, I would probably consider killing the Laya here. Foregoing the collection. I mean, we could also take a draw. If we find another champion, that's huge, because we get to collect and clear. But yeah, we'll go for the clear. I like it when your opponent's behind and you're ahead. Clearing your opponent's creatures is a little bit better than yourself collecting. We set up quad collect here. And the Firebomb comes down with no follow-up, so Mute still without initiative, now loses the mountain spot, and Akira is still able to double collect. This is just going to be awful to deal with. Bloatfly. Okay. Blocking the land spot. We top deck a Divine Guardian, can't play anything in hand safely. And we're just gonna scoop. Makes sense. Okay. What does Mute have as an answer to Flyers? I think Flyers is gonna dominate this tournament, because people aren't prepared for it. Well, this might be okay, actually, now that I've said that. The Wavecrafter. 6/6 stat line, pretty good into Flyer stat lines. Unless Sky Captain comes down first. Sky Captain is the one good answer to Flyer counters, where you're usually 6 HP stat lines are pretty huge into Flyers, but the Sky Captains boost that a little bit, and we got the golden starts. Sky Captain plus Explore turn 1. This looks to be a Dream Reaver list from Mute, maybe. We've got Spell Whirls, Star Shell Keeper. What is this? Ooh, Grade Spell Whirl. Another Grade Spell Whirl, wow. Actually huge weakened Cistern plus Dirty Shell here. That's crazy. Actually crazy. I mean, the Star Shell Keeper is really weird as just a hard include. But hey, I'll take that spell roll. Crazy. Plays it, keeping options open for this Trainer plus Ninja Toad in the future, potentially. We can surprise this poor Sky Captain. I think Sky Captain's going pretty hard this tournament, just because players are not bringing aggressive lists. It's been quite control-y. Typically this card is bad, because the more competitive meta is very fast. But hey, heads up bring from both Akira and Bamser this tournament, maybe. They noticed the slow plays, like players playing things like Carasius, and other slow swarmy decks. Not a bad bring. And this is looking pretty solid for Akira so far. We got the Flash Wind lined up on the Sturdy Shell potentially. We'll see if Mute has the heads up to step back. Debating neutrals? Wait, are we not playing Reaver? I mean, there's a Water Ellie, we have to be playing Reaver. He must just be thinking I want more aggression on this Sky Captain. And when he draws into the Wavecrafter, it's going to be a little bit awkward. He's generated so much Faeria off the Cistern. He's got to actually dump his hand before that guy comes down. Wavecrafter, for those who don't know, because it's not a very commonly played card, it sets both players' mana to 3 at the end of your opponent's turn. And a 6/6 stat line, which is usually pretty nice into flyers, but with the Sky Captain on board, we might get some 6 attack creatures soon. Just gonna step up and pass. No need for fancy tricks yet. I guess another reason for the double neutral consideration was for a Ninja Toad trainer setup too. But because, yeah, we were going to deal with this like one turn slower, but that's okay. Not if a land is built for us, though. 4/4? I don't know if we want to play a 4/4 in range of this. Probably, if we're going this way, we just dump the Manta Rider. I mean, what is the 4/4 going to accomplish? We're trying to line up Soul Drain maybe, but I don't know what else this is going to hit into besides the Wavecrafter, but I don't think we really need to put that much thought into that. I mean, Wavecrafter, we can also just line up Bloatfly Soul Drain, worst case. Yeah, I think I would have liked to seen these switched. Just because I'm afraid of Land Trick here. Or like, Land Trick doesn't even matter, the stats just line up really nice, regardless. We don't need to Land Trick. Okay, Sturdy Shell's stuck. He's just gonna go up and collect. No Aurora top deck from Mute yet. Alright, we found it. Yeah, with the Water Ellie, that actually is pretty cool. Double neutral into Water Ellie. I like the hold then. This is pretty solid. Plays the neutral out of range of the Bloatfly also. Get the Bloatfly proc anyways. Plays the 3/3 in trade range. Doesn't care. I mean, yeah, I mean, who cares? We got... These Bloatflies got their value. Humbling Vision, one of the worst cards to see into flyers. It's just really bad. We didn't want the collection, or are we gonna kill with the 3-2? Sure. Yeah, okay, makes sense. And then we get to body block the 3-3 with, I guess, just Laya. Don't really have a choice. I don't want to play a Ninja Toad into this, right? We want Ninja Toad to be able to collect. Oh, we are playing Ninja. Okay. Very expensive. I mean, we just played 4 cost, deal 3 damage. I think the Laya to defend was just fine. Unless you really don't want to give oh. Okay. That felt very bad. That was 7 Faeria to deal with a 3-3. I mean, I get not wanting to give your opponent collections, but on 9 Faeria, I don't think Akira is that starved. I think that's... yeah, I mean... I would have rather just see the Humbling come on a future champion. I know we've got Frogifies as well, but I honestly would rather just top deck other cards to play. The double Frogify into Humbling Vision is not great. Definitely not great. Mutate not out of this yet. I mean, okay, it looks like there's a pretty convincing board state. I think he just spent a little bit too much there, though, which is going to hurt him once Akira starts getting more cards. But there is, hopefully, a Dream Reaver in the future. Oh, Mardis, thank you very much for the slip. Isn't Firebomb the same price as Sky Captain? Why did Moon say it's too expensive? Because 4 for 4 is not good when your captain is getting more than 4 value, right? You're already getting buffs when you draw. So the Firebomb it's not really a 4 for 4 trade. It's more expensive. Typically you can deal with the Sky Captain easier with just aggressive creatures. For virtually free, you can deal with it, which is why the Sky Captain's so expensive, but usually. But Firebomb is not great using a removal tool when you don't develop board. Like, 4 Faeria is your entire Faeria pool for the turn. And you don't get to develop any creatures because of that. Like, you'd rather play, like, something like Bomb Slinger, that would be a solid answer. Obviously, in that scenario, Sky Captain's a little bit far away, but you get what I'm saying, hopefully. You want to be able to clear the Sky Captain with a creature, generally. Same reason that spending 4 on a Ninja Toad to deal with a 3-3 is also super expensive. I mean, okay, the Bloodfly costs 2, but even if it was like... I don't know, a 4 cost. If you were dealing with a 4 cost, playing your 4 cost Ninja Toad, also expensive. Unless it gets to survive, and that's okay. Yeah, Akira just dominating the board with double champions, 6-4 on board. Mutate finds a Chosen, but this is going to be a little bit too slow, I think. Doesn't do anything when it immediately comes down. Cards that have an immediate effect on board are great, right? Because these give you some value. So even if your creature dies, you've already gained some value. Similar to the Sky Captain, typically you'll play Sky Captain and then draw a card, or if it's on turn 1, your opponent obviously can't deal with it, so typically that Sky Captain is always getting value. Similar with like Champion, this is always getting value when it comes down, so it's not like it's a true 5 cost that you're dealing with once you answer it. It's already gotten some value, so the stat line itself is, you know, only worth like 4 or something. Which is crazy. I mean, moving a creature is not worth 1. It's obviously worth like a Flash Wind, right? But you get something out of it. A card, I would say a card is worth 1 Faeria. So if you're getting a Flash Wind on top of this, Champion's just insane. Insane value in this little package. We dumped the Chosen, but Flash Wind is going to be a clean answer to that. We can just straight up kill it with the Manta Rider, using Chosen's movement against itself. We can actually just move this way. Some players aren't aware of this though. We'll see if Akira is aware. I think he is. He's hovering that Flash Wind. Sometimes you don't play the second option on that Flash Wind, so players don't get to see it that often, but something to watch out for, especially in a Flyers v Flyers match, when you have such high mobility on Windborn Champion. This can be used against you if your opponent has Flash Winds. Or champions of their own, because this also can move enemies. And the Chosen just taken out. Noah showing off he just won ladder with red control versus Flyers. Not gonna work this time. Do I have Humbling come down? Okay, this is the other weak part about Captain. So if you draw them in the late game, they're not as powerful. I mean, in this situation, it doesn't matter. Akira's just got money for days. But in like an even matchup, you top deck a Sky Captain, this is a bricked draw in the late game.
Embrace the wild wind.
We're just gonna bully a little bit. Akira likes to play with his food. Those Star Shell Keepers, though, absolutely awful in the Flyers match. I mean, I would have rathered that being Tyrannex, which is typically run in the Dreamreaver lists, because Tyrannex actually pretty solid into Flyers. 4/6 stat line. Gets to resist those typical 5 HP stats, but I think Mute might get full sweeped here. This is a really tough matchup now. Flyers is typically pretty strong into green, especially with the Llama top deck, Llama cover. Like just anything with 5 HP, like this, Flyers can just deal with no problem. 3-cost creature deals with, well, technically Ancient Boar is a 3-cost as well, but 3-cost creature typically will deal with something like a Llama, which is a 5-cost. Oh no! We had triple Boar, and then we draw triple, like, I almost want to call these like mobility tricks. Oh, brutal. Well, congrats on your win, Akira. Hope you make good use of it. Oh no! Oh no, this is very bad. I guess we'll dump a Horse Master. I guess we'll dump 2 Horse Masters. One's gonna get soul drained even. And we find the Sky Captain early. Wow, Akira crushing this tournament. Actually beating Stinky Bad Boy in the last tournament, set with 2-0. So absolutely crushing it this tournament. We get a 5-cost boar. Hooray. It's top decked a second soul drain. This is just too much, Akira. He's already dead. No, stop it. He doesn't deserve to go out like this. Top decks the second ancient boar. Well, that's pretty rough. You could argue there's some greedy cards in here, like triple Horsemaster plus Hunt Down plus Ancient Boar, but it's not that greedy what we've seen so far. Maybe triple Horsemaster's greedy, but this seems to be like a pretty fast-paced deck. I don't know if I like Hunt Down as much. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Depends how many copies of it there are as well. So, after seeing the Nightmare come down, Verduran Force actually pretty safe here. For now, at least. Akira just doesn't care. Gonna ignore it and go face. Mute has the option to Horsemaster this, but... oof. Yeah, I like the 4-4 here. Lines up really nice with that Wind Soldier. We are gonna go for the Horsemaster clear. It's not winning, but it's pausing for a little while. Still playing into that Wind Soldier. The unfortunate thing, this didn't get to collect at all. We had to build lands for it. But... oh, there's the Nightmare. Okay, well, we can deal with these Grove Guardians coming in the future. Wait, what? Oh, we're actually really don't want anything to exist on board here. Cleaning up with the Wind Soldier. I guess, sure. We don't have an answer immediately in hand. We've used 2 Soul Drains. And if we keep drawing into removal, then sure, why not? Double buffs on Mistral Guide. Yeah, it just doesn't even matter anymore. Even get the Bloatfly proc with 2 Faeria to spare, so we get to develop the Bloatfly. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it was a steamroll from the start. And Mute getting rolled 3-0 with Flyers. Yeah, Flyers, I mean, very strong in the meta. People kind of just figured it wasn't coming anymore, I guess. Alright, welcome back everybody. This is... oh, what is this? This is a round of 8, I think, still. We're just hopping in part way against Bamser and Harlan Quinn, since they're not finished yet. And I have a special guest joining me, Noah Fiel, very ancient player of this game. How are you doing today, Noah?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming back. We missed you. Faeria is always lacking for players. Noah's been around longer than I have. I think, were you around in like the alpha?
I think I started was it prior to the release or was it after release? But I was part of one of the first tournaments. Like, if you look at the tournaments, they go back to like 2016, right?
Yeah, I think on Steam it released 2016, no, 2017.
Yeah, I definitely started 2016 when there were the first tournaments around.
Right. The monthly cups, 10 or 1K monthly cups.
Yeah, 3K monthly cups. I think 3K was the prize money in total.
Oh, 3K. Right. Okay. Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days with like players like King Dance and Cappuccino. Pretty stacked on the top. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Bamster's having trouble inviting you, apparently.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, we can just start. I can stream on Discord so you can see.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
And then for the next match, then I can just set up the lobby and invite.
Oh, that's
Hopefully my computer doesn't explode from streaming in 2 different locations. Alright,
See-
oh!
Yaks, please.
Yaks! Noah loves his Yaks.
Oh, man.
But Bamster is running the Carassius list, probably.
And we have some sort of Beru. Some. What is the blue-yellow card running on a blue deck?
Blue-yellow. I actually missed what the colors were. Blue-yellow.
Yellows and 28.
Oh!
Oh.
What?
But
Oh, sorry, you were talking about this one. Yeah, Harlan Quinn's with the Oversky Yank.
never mind. Yeah, you're right. So Harlan Quinn with a full blue list and 3 Oversky, 3 Tau ships. That's the 3 yellow cards, I guess.
Yes.
No.
And we've got an Iona's Smile to top deck the Carassius. Wait, I thought we're playing Rakoans, but no Biomancer. Okay.
Are you sure? I think I saw. Wasn't he rerolling a Biomancer?
Was it? There was an Illusionist, I remember. I caught it for a brief sec. There's no way there's Biomancer and Smile. You don't need that much draw.
Yeah, probably.
Interesting. Harlan Quinn starting with the double neutral, trying to get that Sapphire Yak in between wells, which is actually going to be huge. Because Spamster's not going to be able to deal with that for a while. Although, we do see the Aurora, but 3 lands off. Yeah, that's just going to stack. I don't know how Bamster's going to deal with that. Well, you got to see her Yak after all. Yeah, not even bothering with...
At least the Sapphire Yak. At least the Sapphire Yak.
Yeah. Not even bothering with the Aurora. We're just going to go for the Carassius. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We'll see what the next top decks are.
So what is the line for Harlan Quinn here? Is it going... Oh, another Sapphire Yak.
Another one.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he can't set it up here. Oh, there's a Sunken Tower. If he wants to, he could take it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. Should definitely do, right? No, not
Yeah.
the other side. Go same side. I want to pressure same side, I think. And
Yeah, it would make sense because we have to build more land still. And now that Sapphire Yak in the back is... He could have been collecting in the back. But regardless, still very cool getting a 6/8 here.
yeah. I'm thinking about... I mean, we see the cards, right? But still... It's opposing side. I mean, it might be better for the...
Yeah, we do see the cards. We know that in Carassius you want to go fast. This is kind of an unusual matchup, though, where Harlan Quinn's got this big, juicy Sapphire Yak, and the goal is just going to be to whack this guy in through all this swarm, get to face, so maybe he does want extra fighting tools, just to deal with the swarm. The Sunken Tower will help.
I mean, that Yak is 12 life for next turn.
Yeah, I guess it's possible, though, that this other Sapphire Yak gets to collect off the other enemy well, because that Sunken Tower is going to help accelerate. He can maybe get there. I mean, what is this now? That's 7, 8 HP only? On 9 HP? I mean,
you could,
maybe it's not safe.
you could also put Towership in front of face now, right? Like kill the Caressius, do a desert.
Yeah, that's true.
Shift
Oh.
Towership in front of face. Oh, that's... See, and now he's walking same side as well.
Yeah, he's going same side anyways. Creation's so funny though.
Oh, that is pretty huge.
Yeah, because Bamster's not able to Aurora here. He decided to go for that second desert, playing into something that could have been a Biomancer instead, and he could have been on Aurora lands here. And just isn't.
I'm not sure whether Harlenkin is like delaying the speed. He's like pretty slow playing it right now.
It is. I don't mind setting up the bigger Yak, but like you said, I think it would have been better to have a defense or a Yak on same side already. Would have one more collection.
Last move a Towership in front of face, right?
Yeah, also that.
Because next time Bamsa draws Caressius, he has like 4 copies, right?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
there's a creation in hand. He has to find it though. I mean, there's only one copy left, one hard copy left in the deck, and his draw options for that are Iona's Smile, so that's going to cost him 6 Faeria.
Well, 6 Faeria is not that much for like 4 Caressius.
Yeah.
And then creation, and then have another 8 Caressius.
Yeah, and Harlan Quinn won't have the tools to deal with those 4, probably.
I think it's definitely a risk to slow play it that much.
Yeah, I agree.
You really want to move. You really want to move towards face.
I like the calculation at least where that Yak is on 6 HP and he knows that Aurora's not coming.
Oh, the Colossus is nice. He could shift now, do a new land, play Colossus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing that.
Do have to build a 4th lake, but hey, whatever. We have a 7/7 at face.
You could also make a desert and play Towership.
You could Township block the collection if you wanted to.
Oh yeah.
What's the threshold Bamster's on here? Because that's always important to analyze. He goes to 8 here. I think the Crassius creation combo is 9, right? So, well, he's not... Oh, wait. Oh yeah, he built the mountain last turn. Still not on Aurora. I mean, it doesn't matter here, but...
Well, he could also don't use creation because of the missing leg requirements.
Yeah. True, so the threshold probably doesn't even matter. The scary cards are like the Crassius creation thing. Yeah, I mean, Harlan Quinn's looking in a good spot.
And he's 2 turns away from winning. Oh no, he's maybe 1 turn away because he could move the wave crash away, step with a Sapphire and then move it. I know Sunken Tower is gone, never mind.
Yeah, Sunken Tower's gone. You'd need 2 movement tricks. And even then that's pretty tough.
Well, you just need 1 movement trick because you could step the Sapphire.
Could step... Right.
And then have a movement trick towards face.
True. But you kind of need to hit face because he's only going to 18 power.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
But apart from that, it's not looking good for Bamsa.
It is not. And this is the last match too. So if you're tuning in just now, we're hopping in part way into this match, and
I think it's over because you just... Oh no, that was a mistake, I think. Because you would kill his minion to step on his lands and block everything.
Yeah.
That way you ensure you have lethal next turn because you go up to 20. Now you didn't
Right.
step on his lands. So I think that was a big mistake by not.
Yeah, it might
Well,
not
not a big
matter.
mistake, but yeah, not a
It
big
is a,
mistake, but it's a small mistake, I
it's a
think.
small mistake. There is Biomancer. No way.
Because now he can delay. Bamsa could just play a card on the desert and block something in the middle, and then you delay the lethal by another turn.
Right. That's
Oh, you could
crazy.
could you use Aurora on the Sapphire Yak?
No,
Is it
it's
possible?
only
I don't
friendlies.
remember. Okay.
I
Okay.
got burned by this in one tournament. I thought it worked on enemies for a second, and I tried to use it,
Yeah.
and I just played a 4-cost 1/1.
Well, basically you have to block now. So you play the Cannoneer on the desert. You play. Yeah, it's still over.
Yeah, there's no blocking.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's thinking about. Is he thinking about like
I think
Laya?
there is no line. No, he's thinking about a line to survive.
I think
Well, oh
Laya
yeah, you can
saves you.
survive. You can survive. You can play the Cannoneer on the left and then play Aurora on the. No, still no.
Even Laya. I was thinking Laya because it double blocks. She double blocks, but there's nothing you can put in the center space. Right. You could put that. I think Laya is an answer, right? Or actually, Shield Mates works. Wait, what? Okay, fair enough. I think Shield Mates works too there, right? Because we play Shield Mates, his Colossus is stuck. No, sorry, it just kills the... I don't know what I'm saying. we're thinking very hard on trying to find...
I think there was no line to
I don't think there was a line. Maybe double Shield Mates, I don't know. Okay, Harlan Quinn actually moving on to semis.
Oh,
Alright, we're here. Ready to start. So this is the semifinals of the Khalim Open number 2. Are we ready? Can I get a poggers in chat? So I don't know how long Harlan Quinn's been around. I very much recognize the name. I don't remember when he's started.
Oh, pretty long.
Pretty long? Okay, you remember him. He's been around a while.
I remember him. I don't remember Eru. So he's definitely longer around than Eru.
Yeah, I think Era's been a little bit shorter. We got another Crassius list. Oh, it's been very popular lately. Eru might look to ban that Crassius list because he doesn't look like he has too many counters. He's got like one red list. And then with the Beru cover, I'm assuming that's going to be a slower blue, yellow, generally...
Oh, that's Blue Sevens. That's Blue Sevens by Eru.
Blue Sevens
6.4
makes
average
sense.
cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably with the Dreamweaver even.
Yeah, there's 7 neutrals in there, which seems like a lot. I guess Command... Is he running Library, do you think? That would be fun. And Harlan Quinn banning... is that a red-yellow? Okay. Makes sense. Red-yellow ban makes sense. Eru thinking about it a little bit. I definitely think he wants to ban that Crassius. I don't see any answers. I'd be very scared if he doesn't ban it. But maybe he's feeling comfortable enough with the red, to be honest. It's just Bulgarian also worries me. Alright. No ban.
Which deck is the Carassius?
The green, yellow, blue.
Oh yeah, I would have banned that as well.
Yeah, because with the Bulgarian cover, I'm a little bit worried that this is going to be a slower red, and that's not going to be able to do enough, but we'll see. I mean, Ero's feeling comfortable with the matchup. He knows this lineup better than we do. Maybe it goes well. And the Yak is open. We're starting with the Yak.
But it's a green Yak deck.
It is a mono green Yak. Yeah.
It's pretty neutral. Like 10 green and 20 neutrals.
Yeah.
It's like
some type of like neutral swarm. Probably, I'm guessing, the Emerald Yak and maybe...
could be the one green land, like the dash minions. Don't know how
The
they're called.
Sagami Warrior. Alright, well, we're not going to
Yes.
get to see that just yet. But this is a best of 5, so we're going to get to see... I mean, maybe every
At
list?
least
It
4
depends.
decks.
We'll get to see at least 4 decks, yeah.
Oh, what an awful start for Eru.
Yikes.
But pretty, not that great start for Harlequin as well. I mean, he
Well,
got the Tau ship, which is pretty
Toe
good.
ship into Mystic Beast is pretty solid. I think he's happy with that. But Arrow tosses and gets a
Oh,
Spring
wow.
Mochi, so we're fine. Spring Mochi and Mirror Phantasm.
It is blue sevens. It looks like a classical blue sevens.
Yeah, but we start Centerland, I guess. Oh no, this is the S of Dawn list, the S of Yaks list. So that's why he's starting Centerland, because we've got the Archons and things, and we're going for 7's value with some cards like Yak Attack, and I think even Magnus and Baron might exist in this list.
Yeah, but that was kind of usual before, like earlier already as well. Like it's the traditional sevens.
Running
was
Yak
set
Attack? That was traditional?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, maybe not 3 copies of Yak Attack, but
Hmm.
you could add 1 or 2 copies.
Well, I think, yeah, the reason there's 3 copies now is there's the Mother of Yak that can be played, and that's sort of the idea.
Oh, so Yak Attack reduces the cost by 3?
Yeah, it reduces the cost by 3,
Okay.
which is something. And then the idea also is to potentially Creation the Mother, because it's just such good value. I think that's the only Yak in the deck, though, just the Yak Attack.
So Ero has some okayish line here by doing Mirror Phantasm on the Mochi.
Yeah, we could play in trade range, or we could play out of trade range. Honestly, either or might work, because against blue-yellow...
Definitely out of trade range because the enemy could have Aurora and Humbling Vision.
Well,
as
you
we
can't
see.
Aurora here. Humbling Vision, sure, yeah. That would... Humbling Vision would suck. So we'll play out of trade range. Ooh! Playing the Mystic Beast into the Phantasm. Huge. Arrow gets to set that up. Oh! Now we top deck the Magnus discounted. Oh. But Phantasm just looks so good here. I don't know if we want to play the Magnus just yet.
I think you put a Mochi on the offside and then play Mirror Phantasm here.
Yeah, the Phantasm just
It
too good.
looks too great.
I really want to develop that Magnus soon. If we play them...
You could also play Archon into Phantasm, because you know the Archon will go to 6 life pretty soon.
We do have enough for that, true. We could play Archon. I kind of like Spring
Archon on the
Mochi,
offside.
just because... I mean, it depends. If we want to double collect with the
Yeah.
Archon...
Oh, I didn't like
Oh.
that. Did I like that?
Like a Soul Drain kind of...
I think that is vulnerable on the combat side. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a big investment, right? We've got this big clunky 5/5 here that probably Ares going to want to walk back now. And we could have had that Phantasm lined up to threaten that Mystic Beast spot. He really wants to get that Magnus down, I understand, so I think the play here, his mentality is he wants to get a Collector, but then also develop Magnus, but this is just really bad now. We lose that pressure that
yeah.
we gained.
Yeah, you definitely lost the pressure. And now it's really hard.
Yeah, we have to
Oh,
set up
actually,
Magnus. I think we can double
no,
neutral
you-
face and Magnus.
I think you pass on that turn and play Yak Attack Aurora next turn.
Oh, Magnus looked so juicy there, though. If we can set up Magnus on face...
Let's get crazy.
Oh, I see what you meant. Yeah, but I think he will go Yak Attack Aurora next turn.
That looks like what he's setting up, yeah. It's gonna be tough with the wave crash, though. And, like,
Yes.
yeah. I don't know, I don't like that we have a 5/5 double collecting when that could have been like a 2/2 or something.
I think Ero put himself in a really tough spot by not playing the Arcan in the one turn. And
Yeah, Archon would
going
have
Mirror
done it
Phantasm
too.
offside. But even the Spring Mochi, you needed to have more power on the combat side. He lost the combat side.
Yeah,
So now you have to go for weak lines, because this is a weak line now.
definitely. This is
Yak
an
attack.
8 cost Yak Attack. Plus the Aurora.
Also, you could have stepped back with the Phantasm and just put the third Yak in the double collection spot to get the 5/5 body into combat. Now you have the
True.
5/5 body really
Yeah,
off.
we already had that Yak attack lined up. We could have just, no, yeah, we could have afforded it, because, yeah, we just play the 9. Yeah, yeah. Should have put the 5/5 in trade range.
You still have the collection because the third Yak is going for the collection.
Yeah, he's still
So
haste
now you
collecting.
have now you have the Aurora where the Phantasm what was supposed to be. So now
Yeah.
you can just Sunken Tower, kill the 6/2 Yak, and go ham with the 7/7. So what is Ero going to do about that?
Yeah, he's gotta hope for like a transform or something. I guess, like Frogify. I don't know if
I
actually
mean, you could even creation on the Yak and play it to kill the 6/2.
creation the Yak. I guess if you're thinking of sunken towering the tow ship, creation's just the same price.
Yeah.
But like, well, it's not really because we get extra charges out of the sunken tower. I like just doing this, I think. But what's our follow-up creature then? Another Colossus? Oh, we're value
Okay,
trading?
there was a line as well.
Sure.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but could have also kept it. Oh, I didn't like that. I think face was the place. But it's still winning, right?
Yes, still winning. I think I would have
For Harlem.
preferred maybe just auroraing the 5/5 or the 5/1 to save it instead of killing the Yak and just go face with the Colossus. But we get to set up 2 Colossus this way. I think that's pretty good. I actually don't mind this. I think this one is actually fine. Because he still is struggling to deal with the 7/5. The Phantasm's so far away from combat. And this type of list that Air is playing, it plays very, it doesn't play very reactively. It plays very proactive. Like, you have to have bodies on board. There's no... I don't think there's any Frogify in the list. So everything really has to be dealt with your stats that are on board.
I think you need to block the face with Arcan now. There's no other chance.
Yeah.
But now you have the problem because of the Mirror Phantasm being in the double collection spot. You cannot do anything.
He's stuck there.
It's just, yeah. I mean,
And being on the neutral too, you can't even like redevelop a creature. I really don't like that we missed our window for Magnus too. That would have been so huge. Especially a Magnus threatening face.
I think there was a lot of optimization for the blue 7s. Like the situation he is in now doesn't have to be like that.
Right.
Like giving up on the combat side, that was really tough call.
Yeah. Wait, did we almost have
I mean,
a lethal?
Harlan can even trade like a 5/1 into a 2/2.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just winning. Yeah, and Evo doesn't have the tools to do anything now. Oh, another wave quest.
Another one just to rub it in. Oh, is he gonna move the Phantasm too? Rub it in further?
Yeah,
Okay.
you could move Aurora to the middle, so this way Evo cannot draw.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah,
nothing.
It's just over.
Alright, Harlan Quinn taking the first victory. I'll
That
put
was
him on the
pretty well
scoreboard.
executed. And
Yeah.
there you see, you don't need the Sapphire Yak. The Sapphire Yak is just a nice addition to
Yeah.
Snowball, but you don't need it.
Yeah, the creation on the Colossus is pretty huge. And Harlan Quinn playing that very well. And Eru has a chance to counter back. So has to find an answer to this tempo list. What did he have left? He had a green, or unless that was Harlan Quinn's. There was the green yaks. I think that was Harlan Quinn's, yeah. What did Eru have? He has the red with the Bulgarian cover. I feel like that one is not the pick. I don't remember what the other one is. Just waiting for the players to be ready.
You're just waiting for them to confirm they are ready.
Yeah, we've had moments in the past where we start and players aren't ready and there's a... Oopsie. Alright, Harlan Quinn's ready. Eru's ready. Let's see what Eru counters back with. Probably the yellow. Yeah, just immediately picks that. Red's gonna be really tough. We want to save the red anyways for the Crassius matchup. I think...
Yeah. Red struggles a bit on the Colossus. Red is fine, but like the Colossus, once you lose one side with red, it's really tough to come back.
The stat lines are, yeah, really bad.
I mean, when you win your side and the enemy cannot gather from your well, it's pretty good.
Right.
But the moment you lose your side, you lost the game.
Oh, I think Eru's playing Celeste. With that choking sand, I feel like this is Celeste.
Oh, Khalim.
We don't know yet, but this could just be a Drake Rider list, but I'm pretty confident this is Celeste. Eru likes the Celeste lists. Harlan Quinn, similar opener. Oh my god, what? Is this correct? We had a similar opener to last game. We can just go to the wells, set up a Mystic Beast.
I mean, you denied the Drake Rider in the middle now, right?
But did he know there was a Drake Rider? I wouldn't be expecting Drake Rider.
Maybe you think it's Flyers and he was, he wanted to block the...
I mean, this is gonna pay off. Like, Sunken Tower into that awful Drake Rider.
Oh yeah, Sunken Tower and then Sapphire Yak, right?
Can we afford that? I don't think so.
Yes, we can.
We're only on 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we line up a Mystic Beast spot for next turn.
To be fair, whatever he was expecting, by building in the middle, you can play against the Sky Captain. If you expect Flyers... You just kill the Sky Captain, no matter which side he is.
But if it's not a Sky Captain and it's like Demon Wing, then you're screwed.
Oh, then you just go to the other side with your Sunken Tower.
I guess so. I would be very worried by this play, though. Just like there's so many mobility tricks in our regular mono flyers. Khalim's a nice answer here. Oh, wait, why do we need to do that?
Because of the Sunken Tower, in case you have Humbling Vision.
Sure.
Command Humbling Vision. So what do? Do you do a Mystic Beast now? I mean, you could move the Tower Ship, do a lake on the best spot.
Yeah, it looks like that's what's going to happen.
Mystic Beast or Sapphire Yak?
I think Mystic Beast just to keep the tempo. I mean, it's really debatable, honestly, because Eru probably can't deal with a Sapphire Yak here.
Actually, you could do Ninja Toad into Mystic Beast to have more minions on the board.
Yeah, I don't mind that. It is a lot of tempo pressure. Hard for yellow to deal with Swarm. I don't mind that, yeah.
I like Ninja Toad face here. I mean, it sounds really bad, but I think it's really good.
It's very expensive.
3 more damage to the face.
Yeah.
But your opponent is on 1 Faeria. What are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think Ninja Toad is a better line than Water Elemental. Because now he just gets the value trade.
Yeah, I mean, this might end up being value traded anyways because we do have to hit into like the tow ship at some point.
Yeah, well, actually, water elemental is fine as well.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter too much. We just need some little stat to deal with the rest of the Khalim. Khalim might... what does Arrow do here? I think you have to actually kill... I think you have to kill the tow ship, maybe. It's really bad, though. Then you get value traded. But we can't just take...
Yeah, and
12.
Arlington has a super good line for next turn. He can just put
Yeah.
a lake in the well spot to collect with Ninja Toad, kill Khalim.
Yeah, I think actually holding the Ninja Toad's pretty smart here with the 1 ping left on
Yeah.
Sunken Tower. We get the lethal option for next turn. And Arrow taking the suboptimal line of hitting into the water alley, moving out of collection space, but he's kind of forced to deal with something. Just gonna be one turn. Yeah, you do step in
again,
trade
I would-
range.
I would hit face with. Oh wow!
Oh.
Why don't you just go face with Ninja Toad here? I mean, Yellow doesn't have the tools to kill 3 minions, and he would
Yeah.
go down to 3 HP.
Yeah, we could just go face here. He might be lining this up. Oh no, okay. Just the
Okay,
Sapphire.
well,
It works,
well,
just the
that's a little bit
same.
Slower. Yeah, it's a little bit slower.
Did find the soul drain.
So
I think like he could have just gone full face there though, and then he wins, right? Like you had a Ninja Toad in hand, and then you like here. I think Arrow can survive with a soul drain champion, maybe.
no, you can just move the opponent. You can just move the enemy yak.
Yeah, you can move him
you
off the
can-
well, which is cool. But I mean, like if Harlan Quinn had gone full face here for 9, then how do you even lose? Like 1 soul drain doesn't even heal you enough for Ninja Toad. Ninja Toad just kills
Yeah, he
you.
would be down. He would be at 5 HP, 4 HP. Yeah, 5 HP even with the soul drain. You also know that you cannot soul pack then.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't play 2 champions. That would be very cool. But yeah, I think the play just has to be to move the yak off the well. We take an extra 2, but that's fine. Oh no. Really?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, but
This is just such
taking
an
the yak.
awful stat line to deal with now.
Yep.
And we're just getting hit for... We save ourselves 2 face damage. Only. And like, I think we're fine to just take 6 here. Because we have answers. We have another champion coming, but now how are we dealing with the Sapphire Yak? It's just so bad. I mean, it was pretty brutal. Like, I don't know if Arrow had a ton of outs, but definitely keeping the Sapphire Yak on a 2-4 was one I mean, he might have ended up just stepping the Yak back to collect, and then he would have got hit for 4 anyways. So maybe it didn't matter, but then he wouldn't have had this Mystic Beast spot.
So, I think now the only good play is surrender.
That's the line that I see. And this really sucks for Arrow.
I'm so sorry, but I just don't see another line.
Nightmare!
Oh, well, you can survive one more turn if you kill the Mystic Beast and use the champion to step the other Mystic Beast back out of face range.
True, and then you have the
name.
Can we even afford Nightmare next turn? Not really. We can collect with this champion
Oh yeah,
and then
you can
play our
afford Nightmare
champion.
next turn with Soul Drain.
Yeah, but
Soul
we can't.
Pact, Soul Pact.
I think the line here is collect on the bottom right well, and then play our champion to move the Mystic Beast out of... No, wait. Sorry, we have to kill the Mystic Beast.
Yeah, you have to hit it.
Okay.
Oh, that's not the line.
Blocking face.
Well,
I mean, this line is fine. Like,
that works.
we didn't get to
that
collect
works.
with the other line anyways, so why not just this? Harlan Quinn's so close though with the Ninja Toad. I mean, several opportunities where the ninja could have just come down.
I'm looking for lethal if there is any.
I don't see any way there could be. We don't have any tricks in hand besides the ninja.
I only see 7.
Yeah. Steps the yak back. Wait, are we... Oh,
No,
we
no,
should
there is no only.
body block this?
Oh yeah, that we could do. Play the Colossus. Oh, I think I don't like this line. Oh.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I think it's enough pressure, but...
Now he does the Ninja Toad for face that he could
now
have
he
done,
does the
like,
ninja
5
toad.
minutes ago.
Alright, Soul
Pact.
Pact.
Not helping at all.
We found a new lethal, Soul Pact.
Yeah, Soul Pact. Go for it.
I don't have to surrender anymore.
Go for Soul Pact.
We're begging you. Yes! Okay, well this really sucks for Arrow because this was the list he needed to win to counter. Now he's got to pull back with red, which I would say is a pretty unfavored matchup right now, but never know.
I don't think so. I think, oh yeah, against blue. Yeah, against blue, never mind.
Yeah, if it was in reverse, yeah, it would be fine, but...
So I just press ready because they...
I think
said
just,
they're ready
yeah, we
for
can go ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, match point for
So-
Harlan Quinn. It's gonna be a tough one. If Arrow beats this list, though, I think he has a pretty solid chance. Just has to beat this one.
How do you beat the green-blue?
Well, the green is not actual green, right? It's like yaks.
Yeah, still. It's
They do have a lot of
how do
stats.
you beat dresses?
Yeah, I mean, with the Baldurian
seems
cover,
pretty
like I said, it's a little bit worrying that this might be a slower deck. Oh, with the cannon? Wait,
It is a slower deck.
is this mono red mechs? Same opener for Harlan Quinn, the toe ship into Mystic Beast. Amazing.
Oh, there's a... Did he kept everything? On the did Eru keep everything? Because he needs 3 land to place any unit. Which is...
Oh, did he? Yeah, as player 2, that's pretty sketchy.
I mean, I can imagine the things that he got is pretty nice, but...
I mean, at least toss the cannon carrier. This one's not coming down until turn 5.
Yeah, right?
Like, your opponent is going first. They get the first pick at the lands. So, like, this is, like, turn 4.5. Oh, what?
Oh,
I see
again.
now. Everything makes sense. We are, a rush deck, I guess. Just ground
No,
shaker.
we are not a rush deck. He just went into the middle, so you can decide on the side next turn.
I think this is meant to be a rush deck. I've seen this before. I don't really understand it personally, but I've seen this before where it's just
what
mech
do you
rush.
want to do now? Do you want to put ground checker face or what?
This is what I've seen
Or
people
Cypher.
play. It's very expensive.
Well, you could do Cypher face, right? Because how do you deal with Cypher? You cannot put your Tau ship in it.
Yeah.
Just put Cypher face then. With the Explorer.
Yeah, just put Cypher Face. I mean, based on what's on board, I think we can race, but
I don't like that. Oh
yeah.
well. It's delaying the opponent, but still...
delaying
I'm not
till
sure.
Frogify. But I don't know if I'd be predicting
Yeah.
Frogify as Arrow anyways. I'd be predicting
no.
a Humbling. Oh my god.
Oh wait.
It's not an...
Hey, but he cannot play. He has one Faeria shot.
Yeah. I mean, he can just chill for right now. He's not under any threat.
I think he has to chill for right now.
Yeah.
I mean, just play your leg, step back.
Yeah. Is there even a line where we get a Sapphire Yak somewhere? Probably not.
I didn't like
Aurora.
the draw.
Yeah, I thought we wanted our lake. I mean,
What,
we
what
don't
do you
need...
do now? Now you are trapped with the Mystic Beast.
Yeah, hang on.
The Mystic
No,
Beast.
we just play the water.
Oh
elite.
yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Lining up the Frogify for next turn. And now this Cypher's just kind of sitting there, sad.
Well, you can flame burst the water elemental, play explore and play cannon carrier to the face or somewhere else.
Yeah, does that line up a Ground Shaker? That's really expensive. I don't think so. Okay, we went for a rush line and we're not rushing.
I think it was never supposed to be a rush deck. I think it's control.
Okay,
He
maybe
just
it's
went to the
not.
middle and just got in a hiccup or something like that.
Yeah.
It's
Maybe
really
we're
hard from that point to win.
2 games down, feeling the pressure. We go for a rush. I've done it before.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine to place the second mountain in the middle, but then, yeah, tough.
It is tough. We need, like, Harlequin to not realize it's a mech list and play into a big detonate play. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
So, I don't even see a line, to be honest.
No.
We don't have detonate.
We can
Ground
draw
shaker.
for detonate.
I mean, you can +1 ground shaker, flame burst, Cypher Zoas, right?
I guess we kind of want to deal with that yak if we're playing anything here. I guess Ground Shaker works.
Explore, ground shaker, and flame burst with +1. That works.
Oh,
Ground
I
shaker.
didn't realize we had
Plus
so
1?
much. Wait,
Oh no,
we don't
no,
have
we
enough.
don't. No, never mind.
Yeah, no.
Apparently, I'm too dumb to count.
But I was thinking, like, at least we line up the stats to deal with the Sapphire Yak. But, like, I don't know. It's expensive. And now there's Aurora. Great.
Oh, that hurts.
Can we get Ground Shaker number 2 top deck? That would actually be huge. Ground Shaker number 2 might actually keep Arrow in this game.
Would you like some tea?
Well,
Like,
yeah,
he has to
plus
top
1
deck it
ground shaker,
here.
That would work.
Oh!
Oh my
He
god!
found it!
Plus 1
Oh!
ground shaker.
Oh, amazing.
To be fair, Harlequin did a pretty weak line playing into that. Because he could have
He
just
did.
the 5-1 as well.
It was a pretty easy
The,
threshold calculation, right? He knew that there was
Yes.
it was easy to play a shaker there. He might have been feeling comfortable that this one shaker was played, so Arrow's got a top deck into it maybe, or he doesn't have it. But yeah,
What I would do now, I would +1 Ninja Toad double collect and play Mystic Beast and block off the ground shaker from collection. That's your best way to get some value on the board.
Sure. Arrow is hurting, and he's going the opposite way.
Okay.
Yeah. Wasn't it just better to block, though, if we're playing Mystic Beast?
Yeah, I think collection block. Well,
I guess we have to double collect.
Anyway, right?
Yeah, it didn't matter.
But now it
Wow.
was definitely ahead. It was definitely
Yeah.
ahead.
That shaker play was massive. Able to bring
He
Arrow
had
back
zero
in this
collection
game.
beforehand. He was behind by 6 or 7 Faeria just due to collection.
Yeah,
He just came back with 1 ground shaker.
yeah, that's insane.
And now he has a detonator. That means he can also, like, if there's a wave crash coming down, you can just cannon carrier into detonate.
Yeah, we've got
So
7
Arrow-
Faeria next turn. We're in Threshold. I think Harlequin's done. If he can't develop creatures here, That just gives one more turn that Arrow gets to pull ahead, and that's might
Yeah.
be too much.
Especially Arrow can just play Cannon Carrier and get the minion on the enemy land on the face and get an aggressive mountain there.
Yeah. Yeah, and
So I
Harlan
think
Quinn being the
that
tempo
is-
deck. He's lost his tempo. Wow. What a turn of events. I think Harlan
give me
Quinn might have
Cannon
thrown...
Cannon Carrier into aggressive land. I want to see it now.
Yeah.
Come on. It's the only line, right? Please.
I think it's the only line, yeah. And I like this position. He gets to threaten both the lake and the desert with that cannon carrier. Very cool.
Nice. He saw it. But now we know it's a mech deck. Now Harlequin knows as well that it's a mech deck.
True. Harlan Quinn has
he
not
didn't
seen a
know
mech
before.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah, he
But
didn't know before. But
I don't know
now
if
he
it's worth
knows.
holding information to throw a game. Because this was the only playable creature.
No, yeah. Definitely. We went for the right move.
Yeah. But it is something to consider. If Arrow had maybe other playable cards here, he could have held information potentially, so to prevent Harlan Quinn from knowing there's mechs. Because I wouldn't think this is a mech deck based on what we've seen. Like, there's no desert card in this list. So there's no airbond, which is unusual.
Or you could step Flame Burst Detonate, but do you really want to waste Detonate on one minion?
Yeah, I think honestly we can set up another
Probably
cannon
not.
carrier. Just swarm. That tow ship really isn't very threatening.
Yeah.
Though, where do we set up the cannon carrier? I think we can just double play creatures on this left side aggressively. No, but we are going to go for the detonate. That's
I would've
very
just placed-
expensive.
Well, it's fine. I mean, you are ahead anyway, and
You're ahead.
it's not that expensive. You deal 2 damage for 2 Faeria, so it's fine. And you have 2
That's a-
extra face damage.
So Flameburst, Cypher's Wrath, sure. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna surrender. Okay, Arrow actually taking that where we were both like, oh, he's gonna be at a disadvantage here.
He had a rough start. He had definitely a rough start, but that ground shaker line. That ground shaker top deck.
Huge. Part of that was the
Yeah.
AoE setups he made with the Rakoa Copter too and stuff. Because Harlan Quinn grouped a lot of his creatures. Invested a lot.
Alright.
Okay, so
Let's
the
go
only...
to game number 4.
I mean, both matchups are going to be really tough for Arrow, I think. But I think the Crassus should be a win. The green one, I'm not sure about yet. But mechs have a lot of
I want to see
power.
what's in the green. I want to see what's in the green.
I'm guessing Emerald Yak and Gift of Rakoa, at least. We are gonna lead with it. Nope, Crassus. I think in
Maybe-
this position...
It also could be a full yak deck with like neutral yaks and Shepherd.
Probably is neutral Yaks, because there's not many green cards. Like you said, Sagami Warrior probably is in there. You want the 1 forest cards, maybe. But we're gonna start with
Well,
the
like-
Crassus. Ooh, it's a greedy
Like
Crassus.
the forest yak is spawning a 1/1 yak, right?
Yeah.
So that is reducing the cost of the mother.
Watch this. Arrow's gonna
Alright.
rush. I guarantee it.
You think?
I think so. It's gonna be a slow rush, though. I've seen Bamster play this many times. Someone else was playing it.
No, I would just play value. I mean, you have like double brigand and bomb slinger. Yes, you're not that great as red against Carasius, but still, I would just go one side.
It's going down center. I think it's fine. Like, the bomb slinger's
Why
nice.
would you not go double neutral then and place brigand face next turn?
The lands are expensive. We've got a 5 land... Well, okay. 4 land count, basically. 5 for Baldurion. But... I mean, we can just get the same value going sideways. Okay, just tossing a Brigand. Bye-bye, Brigand.
Oh, Phantasm is huge.
Phantasm's pretty
You
big.
can just hit with the Rakor on the right and then Phantasm.
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? How do you
I
deal
mean,
with that as
do
red?
we even need to do that? We can Phantasm the one on the left instead to get more stats, I think.
No, you just hit before, and oh yeah, you can. Yeah, it's true.
Like, let's
The
see,
Phantasm
we...
then-
Yeah, we get more stats this way on the left, right?
I mean, you definitely don't want to hit with the water elemental and run into ground shaker again. Sorry, I had to.
Play into it a second time. No, he's going for the good line. We've wizened
Yeah.
to our mistakes. I mean, there's so much in hand, like Phantasm, Aurora. We have to go for something like this.
So,
Okay.
Ero, what do you do? Oh, Bomb Slinger is pretty good. Junk Feet is pretty good.
Bomb
oh,
Slinger
you could
into
make him,
Junk
you
Feet.
could,
No, that doesn't do that much.
no, you just drop Bomb Slinger. Bomb Slinger the 5/5. Play Junk Foot behind the Bomb Slinger and play Detonate, and then you have get rid of both
Right.
Phantasms.
Yeah, I do like that, actually.
I see
Yeah.
the lines pretty fast. I like Blitz.
I like the line. I like the spot. That's 5, 9, 10, 11. We still have enough for ciphers, but that doesn't go anywhere.
And you give your Bomb Slinger +1/+1 at the end of the turn.
Yeah, I don't think that matters, but it is a thing. Oh. Gonna clear right side instead. Develop another Brigand, which is just gonna get value trade, but... I did like the Junk Feet line, just because
Yeah,
this can actually
I
put...
like my line.
Yeah, it can put pressure on the boards, and it actually makes use of this Junk Feet, where we have to kind of top deck more mechs now, for that to ever
The
be
problem is you
playable.
can just clear as Harlington now, but you end up with like 1 HP and 1 HP. I don't know if you would want to have that.
Playing the Grand Shaker again. Yeah, I mean, we also missed the Bomb Slinger as a detonate target, which was nice with the Junk Feet, but yeah, I mean, Arrow's line here takes away one collection. That also could be important. Yeah, we can build a land. We're on Frog Tosser. I think 3, 4,
Yeah,
5, 6.
I just saw
Oh.
that as well.
Oh
you can
no,
frog toss up the.
that's not good.
Oh, I like that line.
Yeah, killing off the stats is really good. It plays around AoE a little bit. Oh, not tossing. Oh, we're going for Aurora. He's not getting blown out by AoE a second time.
Yeah. I think this is over for Ero, right?
I think so. I
Cap
mean,
10?
we can maybe build up more combo.
I mean, you still can Cap 10, Junk Feet, Detonate. Oh.
Captain.
Copter is not a mecha, unfortunately.
4, 8, 9, 10. It doesn't kill the Phantasm.
Yeah,
Waiting
he
here.
waits.
Waiting here sucks because now your lands are going to get stopped on. And now you really don't have combo options, but I don't know what the
Oh, you
line...
do. You still have Copter to clear off the Aurora.
Right. Harlan was hovering that double neutral, though. But you still have the copter, though. You can fill in that explore tile you made.
But yeah, waiting feels really. Oh,
Really?
nice.
I don't actually think this...
That is a good block.
Does it do anything?
Yeah, it
'Cause-
takes away the Copter land from the collection spot, to be honest.
The
And the
collection
X Grinder
spot.
spot as well. Like, it takes away X Grinder spot. You cannot
Sure.
develop land anymore. Takes away, like, Detonate spots. I really
Sure,
like that.
I guess we don't need to build special lands. We're on our cap, probably, and we want to build to Maj, so... And Water Alley sucks. Sure.
The problem Arrow has is he's not finding good lines with his cards that he has. So
think
he's drawing more cards.
Yeah, I think he can find a good line soon. I mean, there is still a copter spot here where he can fill in that neutral. He can fill in a few spaces. Like, if he gets a good copter into big AoE clear, then it's solid. Harlan Quinn has yet to find Carassius, so...
No, you just play Machinata now and fly towards the face.
Yeah, how do you deal with an 11-11? He's just gonna set it up for next turn. I think
You're
you...
still red. There's nothing you can do against an 11-11.
Yeah, I think he could have just gone for it. Now he's stepped off the lands, though. I think this gives Arrow a window.
I don't know. I felt like Machinata and face puts a 2-turn clock on the rush.
Yeah, Maj here would have been huge, because I don't think Arrow can deal with it. But this 6-6 is manageable.
Also, you get an aggressive land. I mean,
This is
when
Arrow's
when
window.
play
You gotta take your turn here.
See, there's the X grinder. Now he cannot place the X grinder spot because the land got blocked.
True. Yeah.
Hippo brain.
Okay, it's too bad there's no cannon carrier, because that would have been icing on the cake here, but...
So you can copter, captain, chunk feed, detonate, or maybe no. Yeah, everything feels odd. Like copter is pretty
odd.
good because you can just move
Yeah, you
in the
have to
middle.
copter. So he's on 4 HP. You just need to set up 2 mechs then. Unfortunately, one has to go backwards. Junk feet can go backwards, though. That's fine. So we... What? Oh, no. Oh, he doesn't know it. He doesn't know that the Maj is coming? Why didn't we just... Okay.
Oh, with a fade experiment even.
Yeah. He missed his window. Man, Eru, you had, like, an answer. But he just plays into Maj super hard.
Aggressive lands. Aggressive lands. Harlinkin.
Yeah, we can
Go for it.
Does it even matter? I think Harlan Quinn's just confident that this 11-9 is never dying. But yeah, I think Eru had a out there. He just needed to line up 2 mechs, and the junk feet was fine to go backwards. We can put the Cap 10 aggressive. I mean, it just looks so good. But yeah, this is over.
Wait, you can make a mountain, then you can play 2 mechs, detonate
There's no way,
for
right?
5, then flame burst, and then Cypher's rest. That would kill it, but do you have the Faeria for that? Nope, you don't. You don't.
Not possible.
Missing 2 Faeria. Oh, you can +1. Yeah, but then
You can
need a
collect.
land. Missing one Faeria to deal with the 11-9.
3, 4, 5, 9. Yeah, we are missing
I'm
one.
counting 15.
Yeah, it looks like 15. I don't know if he's calculated it or not, but we're gonna go for something here. Unless we're missing something. Nope. Not possible. Harlan Quinn's gonna take the crown. Going 3-1. Very tough climb for Eru. I think there was some windows that he missed, but Harlan Quinn played very well. That was going to be a tough set, no matter what. And this was only the semifinals, so it only gets better from here, folks. So we're going to move on to the finals. Harlan Quinn going to face off against a Cure. So let's set that up.
Cure's already ready, right? So you can set up the lobby now. I don't want to set up the lobby.
Gotta press buttons and things. A Cure, Arrow.
But I will get something to drink real quick.
Sure, I'm sure we'll take like a couple breaks. Sorry, I invited Arrow. Wrong player. Oh, I don't have Harlan Quinn. Okay.
I have suggested him. So, be right back.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I've never seen this before. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna take a quick break. Harlan Quinn wants a bit of a break. I'm gonna grab a snack as well. But exciting one. We'll be back for the finals of Khalim Open number 2. Stay tuned. Alright. Let's start. This is the finals of Khalim Open number 2. This is gonna be a good one. Harlan Quinn versus Akira. Apparently it's 3 a.m. for both of them right now. And Akira already knows which deck he wants to ban. Or maybe not. He's just kind of selecting.
What is that 4.1 green? Is it Green Rush?
So Akira has some
Well,
interesting...
one is definitely Flyers, right?
Yeah, we saw this last time. This is a Flyers, but it's got some things like Mistral Guide and Wind Soldier and Nightmare in it.
Okay.
Some unusual cards.
Oh.
I mean, not...
so it's the Mistral Flyers. That list was kind of popular when Mistral first came out. Then we have like some Red Control, I would guess, because I see a Brigand.
Oh, Akira giving us some predictions in the moment. Thinking he's gonna ban his what is Metan?
By the way, I just need to mention, if you go for a tournament, always set your deck to pictures where the opponent cannot guess your deck. Because we definitely know from the picture it's Flyers. If you put a Soul Drain there, it could be any yellow deck.
Definitely.
If you put a Brigand there, you know it's definitely Red Rush, Red Control.
Red Combat. Yeah, I mean, definitely want to hide information usually, but these players don't care.
So what do we have banned? So
they're wearing their birthday suit. So, what was that? Mono green we're starting with. We didn't actually get to see the green list yet on stream, so I'm excited to see what Akira has brought here.
Oh, from Harlan Quinn?
No, Akira has brought his green list. Harlan Quinn is playing Max, it looks like, with a flamethrower in there. Oh, not Max. Wow, such interesting lists today.
Oh, such a bad start. He kept 1-6 Shelter, has to get another one in the Syrian Golem. How unfortunate that is.
Oh no, is this green ramp then?
Oh, Flamethrower, I could really destroy green ramp, because what do you do against Flamethrower?
Oh, we're rushing. We're also rushing.
I think we just drop a Flamethrower next turn.
Flamethrower makes sense.
Oh my god, another Flamethrower.
I don't think the second one's something you'll want. Especially when we're rushing. Where are we going to put the second one? But the first one, this is going to cause some damage.
Oh, I think you do want to have the second one, because your opponent doesn't want to step.
Tower of Curses. What is that?
Wait, what? That is actually pretty helpful against the Flamethrower, to be honest. Oh my god, Dreamkeeper.
Yeah, unironically, this Tower of Curses might actually be an answer to the Flamethrower.
Faeria God also not that bad. Dreamkeeper not that bad.
Picks the Nekomata. Those, there's an Ice Rock, which is very... Oh, Monkey Genius, which is usually really good, sucks here, because there's no collectors. Yeah, I mean, you have to go for Ice Rock. Or do you go for... Wait, you can go for Tarum,
well,
maybe.
You can go for Tarum.
You actually could. Is it Tarum? Because it's 3 turns away for Ice Rock. Tarum is actually 2 turns.
2 turns away for Tarum, yeah.
Ah.
And you have the world filled with forests, so you can deal with the Flamethrowers and just... drop Syrian Golem's face.
You could drop a Nekomata to taunt.
Oh
wait, what? Out of all the picks, how do you pick Monkey Genius? No way.
Come on, we had a Tarum.
I mean, both of those picks were solid. What does the Monkey Genius even accomplish here? Maybe he thought it was the other monkey or something. Because no way you ever pick this when your opponent's not even close to collecting. Yeah, I think there was a misread. He must have thought this was a different card or something. That is wild. Okay, well, sad. We don't get to see the Tarum. I don't know if we're gonna get to see any cards being played at all. We literally have...
You could counter push with Kodama, right?
I guess, but he's so slow. Like, you have... Where do you put it? You have to double neutral or something.
Yeah, you have to double neutral, put it next turn.
And now your
Uh,
opponents hit you for 10, and you can't. You don't have enough
Well,
time.
you just regenerate 5 life. But what else do you want to do? I mean, you could play the monkey, right?
You play the monkey to stall.
Sorry. Nikomata is pretty solid, I guess. Tower of Curses you cannot drop. But you have to put a forest, right? So you can put Syrian Golem next turn at least. But
Yeah.
that's really
Maybe-
really tough for green.
Maybe you actually do Forest, and then Kodama, and then you can taunt? Can you put the Nekomata somewhere safe?
Yeah, that looks good, but he's not safe there.
No.
Especially because now there are flames or can hit face. Or you could also just bomb slinger. You could
Yeah,
just
bomb.
full clear the board.
I mean, you don't need to full clear. This Kodama does... Well, unless you're afraid of buffs, I guess. But, like, you could get free
mean-
combat hits on face, but buffs would suck.
Well, you could just with the mecha hit the Nikomata bomb slinger into Nico. Oh no, you cannot bomb slinger. Never mind. I'm missing one Faeria.
Oh, sorry, yeah, right, I forgot we weren't even collecting at all this game. Wait, is the Monkey
you
Genius gonna
could-
happen, maybe?
Well, I could collect now and kill the Kodama.
Yeah... We need
Then hit
5 for
face.
Slinger.
With the flame swirl.
Double neutral's an option too, where we can just kill the Neko and then collect with the 2/4. I think the play, yeah, I think the play is probably just double neutral, right? Which lines into Tower of Curses. Might actually come down. But you want to sidestep this 4/4 anyways, because then you get to shoot with the 3/2, right?
Yes.
So, double neutral just makes sense. I don't think the mountain accomplishes anything. Oh.
Wait, what?
Wait, this just doesn't make sense. Chunk feats. That doesn't even save this threshold. Okay, this was a weird line. I don't understand it. I mean, we would have gotten, like I said, extra damage if we just had sidestepped the 4/4. We still get our combat hit because the 4/4 survives, and then we get to shoot for free 3 damage. But okay, we go for this line. Like Akira mentioned, though, it is 3 AM for them, so I'm not gonna make fun of them for making bad lines, but always cool to point
I'm
out.
I'm just thinking. Well, this is swarming the board. I mean, if you want to drop junk food, which is fine, you want to keep your minions alive. So I think that was the plan, right?
This doesn't keep the minions alive, though, right? Like, still the
Well,
thresholds, this...
it gives them stats.
Does it give stats, though? I mean, we still get to clear the... both creatures. I mean, I don't know. Where's the tower going? Yeah,
Wait.
makes sense.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, Junk Feed is gonna make this guy a 6/4 now. But it makes him think a little bit. I mean, he's gotta... maybe he wants to actually clear the Tower of Curses. Oh no, sorry, he's being taunted. Oh! Right. Okay, yeah, I forget Nekomoto's got
I
taunt.
think-
He's not
I
completely
think you just
useless.
I think you just double neutral, yeah, step junk food to the... Yeah, that was my line as well.
Makes sense. But not too bad for a cure. He's managed to push back a little bit.
Ooh.
Dwardia, solid Faeria lined up. This flamethrower's hitting for a lot, though. Takes a draw? I think he's planning on body blocking with the 5-2. I would have liked to build maybe aggressively, I don't know. How are we dealing with the flamethrower if we don't deal with it now? Don't play monkey, please.
I just played Rodio, right?
Yeah, I think it's just Dordia. I mean, even the Tyrion isn't doing that much.
I think double neutral and Rodio was probably the play. Or just double neutral, or just drop a Syrian Golem. But yeah, I think that is kind of the play.
Yeah, I think I wanted to see either double neutral or maybe a forest if we really want to ramp more for something.
I mean, you can put back the Flamethrower to 2 life with the Voice of Truth.
Oh, true. It's kind of awkward with the... I guess we tower, yeah, this guy.
Or maybe,
And then we body block.
maybe the line was to just step up the Kodama, wait
No
a turn,
body
and take
block.
Nato next
The
turn.
balls on this man. We're going down to 7. Okay, he's comfortable enough that 7 HP is not killing him yet.
Yeah,
Sure.
Ground Shaker. Ground Shaker will kind of end the game, right?
Yeah.
Because how do you deal with Ground Shaker?
Yeah, even Dordia can't like boost its stats enough. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. I think we should have just body blocked.
Yeah, that's also the right place for the Ground Shaker, because now you are blocking. Now you can just attack the line from the Flamethrower.
Right.
So Acura's only line here is +1 Syrian Golem to prevent lethal, but then he lost next turn.
Yeah. Not much he can do. We really wanted that Voice of Truth. Like, Voice of Truth with the 2 Tower of Curse pings was an answer, but then the Shaker comes down. Yeah, I mean, I think we should have just blocked. It would have solved all the problems here. Like, he would have still had a 2 HP on face. I guess then the line for Harlan Quinn would be Bomb Slinger.
With the Forest, you could have killed the Ground Shaker, to be honest. Could have played a Forest, killed the Ground Shaker. With Dordia.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough either way. You could, like, Forest, kill the Ground Shaker, and then maybe set up Voice of Truth.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably was the line, to be honest.
I mean, you... Okay, Voice of Truth is coming down. In Flame Burst range, but there's no Flame Burst in sight yet.
Yeah, just draw for it. Or maybe just drop a Cannon Carrier and Swarm, or drop a Fragmenter with +1.
I think he should have... Well, he did say that was a mistake. I think he should have just done the Voice of Truth and then pinged the Flamethrower, so it's 2 power only. I don't think it matters too much, though.
Yeah, it's just done. As Accio, I would just surrender here and not lose more time bank. Because,
Yeah, he's behind 3 minutes.
I mean, he's still fine. It's just 6.5 minutes gone. But if
Yeah.
the game goes longer, he kind of takes his time. So he should watch out for his time bank.
Yeah, time bank definitely a thing to consider when you're playing these longer series, because they can get to the end, especially in the finals, where both players are kind of...
And especially if you play against Bamsa.
especially if you play against Bamster, always play it for time.
Definitely. I mean, you have done that. We all know that Bamsa is kind of a little bit slow at decisions.
Yeah, if you know the players have... It's actually really good to know players' personalities in game. Like, if they... Because players tend to bring the same type of list, the same style of list, and you can make a lot of analysis on what sort of decks they might be running from that. But we're going to go
Except for me,
Flamethrower v
you know-
Flamethrower.
Except for me, because you never know what I bring.
He's a wild card. Okay, we got a mirror. Double
It's not
flamethrower.
that much of a mirror. What do you make? You could, as Acura, you could have also double neutral this time to have a land in near the flamethrowers.
Yeah, but I think as red, you're pretty comfortable dealing with flamethrower. You have like Cypher's Wrath and stuff.
Oh, true. Double Brigand is kind of good start.
Yeah. Cypher kind of makes sense here though. He's playing in the Bomb Slinger a little bit.
I didn't like dropping Cypher. I think double neutral and just stepping the Brigand would have been sufficient for this turn.
Double neutral
And
looks
then you
better,
can-
yeah.
Because then you can set up Cypher either defensively next turn or offensively regarding what the enemy is doing.
Yeah. And I think, especially with red, you really don't need that much. Actually,
Oh, that is huge. Bomb Slinger into Brigand, that is huge.
yeah, Bomb Slinger, but doesn't Slinger the
You have to
Cypher,
plus one
so...
ground checker. Plus one
Yeah.
ground checker is the line.
I mean, Shaker's huge here.
You don't wanna.
Wait.
You don't wanna. No. What are you doing?
What does the mountain do?
Yeah. He goes for it.
When it Yeah, okay. Sadly, we can't Shaker again next turn. That would be pretty good. We have a Shaker here. I guess it doesn't matter. We still are pinging them down to 5 HP with the Flamethrower.
Well, setting up Airbot and double collection seems pretty good.
Yeah. We don't have anything really to play here anyways. That's aggressive.
Oh, so double neutral, or do you draw for an answer? I think you just double neutral, play ground checker next turn.
Yeah, it's hovering the mountain though. I mean,
Not a
even
fan of that. Not a fan.
yeah,
I think
even
you want to have.
yeah, I mean, like even if you're trying to build up to 4 mountains, 5 mountains for Baldurion might never be drawn this game, so I would consider my land cap to be what's in hand here, this 4. But like, double neutral opens up options to our power wheel where we can draw next turn if we want other answers.
No, you can just do an aggressive ground checker if you would have double neutral. I mean, the
Yeah,
ground
that
checker is
too.
coming out next turn. I mean, your opponent is blocking off your land progression now. So Cypher has to step back now to defend whatever is coming down there.
We're gonna ground shaker into shaker and then another shaker, because we keep getting 1 HPs annoyingly stuck on the board here. I think Cypher could have stepped aggressively.
So as Harlinkin, I think I would just do a ground shaker next to the face. Like, drop a mountain on the well, place a ground
Yeah.
shaker.
Makes sense. Ground shaker plus flamethrower, why not?
And he goes for that. Or maybe ground shaker plus cannon carrier. You could block.
Cannon
Just drop.
carrier.
Could have even dropped the cannon carrier for just more minions.
I think I like the
maybe
flamethrower
not.
because it lines up these 3 HPs. And I like ground shaker
Could have
scared.
dropped both, to be honest. There's still 5 Faeria left.
I like holding. I don't know what the cannon carrier does. Right? Where does it go? Like, we can't play it in range of Cypher, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an issue.
But flamethrower is great because I mean, if there's no answer at least, it might threaten this ground shaker to step back, and then you just
It's
hit
actually-
face. And it's on 2
It's like here
HP.
the line is pretty easy, I think. You have to hit and play another ground shaker, right?
Yep. That looks like it. Where does the shaker go, though? Maybe left side? You really... Yeah,
Oh, that's
I guess
not
left...
too bad for the collection.
Does he drop the Ulani to protect all of his creatures
No,
here?
no, no. You just do as Acure. You just do cannon carrier detonate next turn to get rid of the.
But like,
flamethrower. I
just
don't like this.
so much damage on your Cypher and Shaker.
Oh, and
Other
he
Shaker.
didn't step the ground shaker. You can just hit the ground shaker now.
Oh no. Yeah, that's a dead Shaker.
Oh,
And-
that is. I think that's a huge mistake.
Yeah, now that 2-4 is actually just wasted. Like its sole purpose was as a body blocker, and now we just spent 2 Faeria to do nothing. Oh, rough.
And Harlinkin could drop another ground shaker on the top left.
Yeah, we could do Shaker. I don't think the Shaker doesn't do much here though.
Oh, it does. You
Detonate does stuff now.
You can kill Cypher with the ground shaker and detonate. You
Yeah.
can kill the ground shaker in the double collection. You can kill Cypher, and you have a 5/6 lining up against a 5/5 from your opponent.
Which one's he gonna take? Shaker, Airbot, Detonate. Just enough. Oh, okay, we're gonna go for this
Yeah,
instead.
that was in line as well.
I think I like the Shaker better though, because
Yeah.
now we just lose both of those for free.
Yeah. Shaker definitely was like I think the better choice. It was a wasted cannon carrier, kind of.
Alright, the 2-4 not wasted. Actually get to do something with it.
Or Acure
Wow.
definitely being ahead now.
Yeah, I think Harlan Quinn was ahead there. But
With the
maybe
ground
a-
shaker drop.
yeah, bit of a misstep. But both players, big mistake there. Like, leaving the ground shaker open to be shot, that was a huge mistake, but Harlan Quinn maybe also making a mistake, and Acure able to monopolize a little bit better on that, I think. So Harlan Quinn's going to
Harlinkin
be...
doesn't have a line at all here.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too slow. That Airbot can't go into double collection anymore, safely at least. I mean, what do you do here? +1
Airbot.
to hope...
Airbot face +1 and next turn ground shaker.
Okay, and Akira just gonna get to set up more stuff if he wishes. Gotta be careful about detonate lines from Harlan Quinn. Hook.
Oh, grappling hook.
Okay. Lie defensive. Sometimes this might be a bit telling that your opponent has hook, but it's also reasonable to consider Laya here, whereas threatening the lands. I would probably put the Laya, like, on the second mountain, though. On E5. Oh, no. Doesn't consider the grappling hook. Is just going to get hooked with the Brigand, probably, instead.
Oh,
And
definitely.
Yeah, and then we get maybe an aggressive mountain if we want it.
I would definitely hook with the Brigand just for the 2 Faeria.
Yeah.
Or actually, another line would be. Yeah, maybe. No, hook is good.
Yeah, I think it's... You can't get much
you
better than hook.
Cannon carrier detonate would work as well with an aggressive land.
Yeah, you'd have to double neutral, though. This is just good.
No, you don't. Yeah. Oh. Never mind, should have used Liar. I forgot that.
Oh! That happens, yeah. Wow. We missed that.
Because you're
They're
hooking
both
a ranged
ranged.
unit, right?
They're both ranged.
Oh, I would have. To be fair, Moon would have forgot as well, and I would
Yep.
have forgot as well. we both would have forgot. That
Ranged units
if you
fight
hook a
back.
ranged unit- Ah.
Not many people know that, and it's very easy to forget because it doesn't come up very often. Wow. I mean,
I was like, what the hell? Why is the brigand dead?
yeah, that's a very obscure interaction when you're hooking with a unit, but rough. I mean, not that rough. I
maybe-
think he's fine.
Maybe Cannon Carrier was the line because
Maybe it
of-
was. We did not think of the ranged unit fighting back.
Now just get Laya in front. I think getting Laya there in position and making an aggressive land would have been nice.
As a
well.
3-1, I almost prefer the cannon carrier just to dodge the 3 damage on my Laya.
Why don't you drop Fragmenter here? I mean, Fragmenter can't be bad.
Where do you put the fragmenter though?
Next to Laya.
Next to Laya? We could training the fragmenter?
I mean, yeah, your opponent has Bombslinger and all the tools in hand. What I miss is going for the aggression when you're ahead. I think both players, or maybe Akio is, he's slowing down. Yes, he's ahead. Yes, he's way ahead, but
It could be
still, I
a
feel like
big blow-up turn here with a detonate line from Harlan Quinn. Yeah, he's just passing. He's going to try and set up a big line, but I think Akira can also not invest too much on the board as well. Just to play around
just move your
detonates. but-
captain towards face for the.
Yeah, we need something to go face, because otherwise we're just going to sit here and Harlan Quinn probably can come ahead. Okay, we're actually...
Okay, this is fine as well. I like that from Akio.
Could we not have done this last turn? Or did we not have the pieces? We didn't have Brigand, we just taught
We had no
Doctors.
Brigand last turn. He just drew out Brigand.
Right, okay. Double detonates in hand. Can we find a full clear? We'd have to
All
build a
right,
mountain.
we have Airbot into
do have Airbot.
between Laya and Captain, then Ground Shaker.
Do we not want Airbot next to the Brigand so we can shake her? Well, that's less
Oh
damage.
yeah, Airbot.
Because we don't want to build
next
the
to
land.
Yeah, Airbot next to Brigand, then Shaker, next to Laya.
Shaker next to Light. We might actually need to build a land to deal with like Captain and stuff.
Yes. We have double detonate, right?
Oh yeah, we do have double detonate, true. So we might actually see a double detonate play. But we're not dealing
Okay,
with what's at face. Double shaker?
Yeah, he didn't need. Oh, he just wants to keep one detonate, I think.
Okay. We still leave that Brigand open, which is not ideal.
He also didn't need the airbot in that place. He miscalculated.
Yeah,
He didn't need the airbot in that place.
true.
He could have.
Actually, he
because
could have put
of
the
the-
airbot aggressive to kill the Brigands, after all.
Yes. Yes.
And that's a big deal. That Brigand hitting you in the face for 2 free Faeria that could just not be there. It's a big deal. Yeah, I think both players very exhausted from the length of this tournament and the time zone.
Oh yeah, you have to press detonate as Acura here, otherwise you're sweating lethal. Just use detonate.
Yeah, makes sense. We are...
Yeah, that's an all kill, and that's
Yeah.
the win.
That, I would say, is a win. Both players now exhausted of
Oh.
Faeria.
I don't like the aggressive well played. I'm not a fan of that. I
Not the
press
move.
detonate, do an all kill and press well played. That's kind of toxic.
Akira misplaying a little bit there, you think?
No, I'm just not a fan of that.
That's fair.
I mean, the game is not over yet. You don't press well play. I mean, imagine you could just pass one turn and have a ground shaker and come back from that. So,
Shaker could be big. Definitely pretty tough, though. I think, wait, Harlan Quinn has played at least 2 Shakers. Maybe even 3.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of that well played.
Yeah, that's fair. But this surely has to be it. We even have the Baldurion. We can dump face.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. Can also co-opt him next turn. Have the Hammer of Protection.
Yeah. That's it. Was this game 1? Or did we had a game?
That's game 2.
Right, who won the last
I
one?
think
That was
Harlan
Harlan
against
Quinn.
the blue sevens.
Right, okay, I didn't mark that down. Okay, score is actually 1-0 so far. Looks like it's going to be tied up 1-1 though. Pretty soon. Ugh. Streamlabs sucks.
What is Harlan thinking about? I mean, there's definitely not a line with 7 Faeria.
No. I mean, you're even dead on board, so you have to do something.
Oh yeah, that is good.
Yeah, okay, well, dead in hand with the Cypher's Wrath.
Just stab with hefty hammer.
And that'll end it. So Akira managing to squeeze out a win, tying this series up 1-1. We're going to move on to game 3. Let me ask if they're ready to go, because that was pretty intense. Might want a breather. Okay, so Harlan with the slight advantage of having the first win, so he gets the chance to counter with whatever list he makes.
Our first game was against green, by the way, not against blue sevens. That was the semifinals.
Right, that was the green where we missed the Tarim.
Yeah.
And we picked the monkey.
Right.
Of all the cards, we picked the
He
monkey.
never played the monkey, by the way. He never played the monkey.
There was just never an opening for it. Okay, we're ready to start. And we are tied up 1-1.
So what do we see now? I want to see the green.
It's gotta be green, right? It has to be green.
Oh, yes.
We get to see it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Harlan has a reasonable rest of the lineup here. Green to hopefully counter the red, and then Crassius to maybe counter the yellow if things go awry.
I want to see a Yak list. But if it's a Yak list, I'm required that there's no Topaz Yak in there. Oh, no, no,
What?
no, no!
Wait, no way we do.
No, no, no.
You're making Noah upset.
I quit. Seriously.
How could you do this? Oh, I just noticed both players have identical wells. They both have the Oversky, or whatever this is from. Chaos, maybe?
I have the bomb R well.
Yeah, I wish I had that one. The bomb guy is really cool.
You cannot get that anymore,
You
right?
can't
There
get it
was
anymore. It's exclusive.
Yes. Because the recruit a friend thingy, and I have everything of that, and I'm using it. I might be the only, I won't say active.
Yeah, I haven't seen that bomb guy in a while.
Or you can play against me afterwards. We can do a best of 5, and then you can see the bomb. And then I just press, every time I beat you, I press X, terminate. So what do we have here? Toads against red.
Max. There is a flamethrower. Pretty huge actually in this matchup because with Harlankin's list, he's not going to be able to like extend. Wow, and the junk feat.
Yes.
Makes sense. Yeah, gets a collector. Big boy flamethrower, and I think Harlankin might just.
The only thing you can do is just press lands
Yeah.
Make a green land and put the 1/1 Rakoan to block.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It makes sense. We do see in Akira's hand there's a ground shaker, which would suck. That would just be GG,
Yeah, but
actually.
still, yeah, you would still probably drop the Rakoan. And you have to you have to get to your lands pretty quick, so you cannot draw. You definitely have to put lands, because Frog Tosser can deal with that, Machinata can deal with that, and until
I don't know.
then you have to suffer a bit, I think.
I might consider that ground shaker play, because that's pretty huge if we're blocking with the 1/1. I think blocking with the 2/2, because shaker is a pretty, like, predictable play, and we definitely don't want our entire board to die.
He is blocking with a 1/1, I think.
Just the
Maybe he is
2/2.
blocking with
Yeah.
a 1/1 next turn.
That could be true. I much prefer this, because, like, you just die to shaker here if you block with the 1/1.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sadly, we can't
Obviously,
get
yeah.
always
Sen-
right.
sensei.
That's why I'm sitting here and I'm not in the finals. I'm always right.
Yeah. Sensei Moon. Beware me of the worst line. Playing into Shaker. But
I
on
think-
the other hand, I don't play Rakoans and Tossers. I usually I'm the guy with the red deck.
Yeah, red is just so necessary, it seems, right now. Like, Crassius, super devastating and super popular right now, it seems. And then Flyers also making a popular comeback, and it was always, like, top tier. So, red just needs to exist. Okay, what's
Red
a
always
cure?
existed. I
Yeah.
mean, I played Red Control for 4 years now, or for 5 years, or 6.
Yeah, red's
7
always
years.
been solid.
It was never bad. It was never bad.
Except
had
when
some
they
moment-
nerfed Underground Boss and Gift of Steel in one go.
Oh, no, I never played Underground Boss and Gift of Steel. I think there was a thing for some players, but it was not my style.
I guess you can get away with it if you're
I
playing.
was sad when they nerfed Garudan and Firestorm.
Firestorm. You're pulling on Bobbin's heartstrings.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I
back
must
to the
say, IQ
game.
definitely has the easier decisions here, but
Yeah, he's
I
got
would just
to consider like Crassius and stuff in the future, so he can't play like too passive. So I like the aggro lands.
I think you just make a land here and pass. Oh no,
It's not much.
because I
not
think
much
you
you
make
can
a
do.
land and pass. No, you make a land, jump back with the frog, and step up with the raccoon. And next turn, you have a Machinata play.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Actually, collecting makes sense here. Wait, does it?
Oh no! Step up the raccoon. Step up
Yeah,
the raccoon for
you
Machinata.
have to step. Okay, so we are blocking with the 1/1 now.
Yeah, okay, it plays into ground checker. We will see a ground checker, I think, because it's just too strong of a line.
Yeah.
But still,
Man,
we have the margin.
If there was Cypher's Wrath, though, in hand, that was over.
Oh,
Oh,
with a failed experiment.
top deck
even.
failed. Great. So that's 7.
So
We're
you have
still
to
on.
make a forest. Don't draw. You have to make a forest.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Wait, this ground shaker is pretty scary, actually. We're almost dead. But there's not much we can do.
Yeah, but you have to kill the 6/5 flames thrower, right?
Yeah, the flamethrower is just equally spooky. More spooky. Yeah, so I mean, maybe we block with the Rakoan Recruiter, and I don't really know what that does, though.
I think that's the line. Oh no, you cannot block with the Recon Recruiter. When you play yeah, you can.
You
Fail
can.
Machinata and block with the Recon Recruiter.
Yeah, oh, you can double
that seems
block, yeah.
about right.
Oh, building the land for your opponent's kind of sketchy. Like, you plan to Shaker again, potentially. Wait, do we actually come across... Actually, this can work, maybe. Where we put the Recruiter aggressive now? Like, right next to the Flamethrower. Right? And now, this actually... I think I like this.
Don't drop it. Ground check and play.
It's not that terrible into Shaker. I actually don't mind the 1-1, I think. Because you still have...
You Cypher's West the 8-1.
Well, there's still
then you still
Maj
have
that
Machinata.
exists.
Yeah. Right.
And unfortunately, you can't deal with the shield very efficiently. I mean, you could... Slinger Wrath? Like, that might be worth it. Slinger Wrath to just completely kill the Maj? I don't know. Yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll just Slinger this way, and then our Flamethrower is uncontested again. Yeah, I like. And then we get stats.
I think you just hit, and because Machinata has to step on a land now.
Yeah, we'll hold the Wrath. That makes a lot of sense. Brigand Face is not bad to try and pop the shield. Yeah, I don't mind it. It dies, obviously, but I think it's cool. And now that Flamethrower is even bigger. Oof. And that was supposed to be our answer here. We were supposed to be able to deal with that. Tosser is playable, so we can actually toss the Brigand. But, I mean... just kind of pushing our problems back a little bit. No Crassius in sight yet. Lake... Wait, do we not need a desert, though? I guess we're just
definitely
gonna...
3 lakes for the Aurora's creation.
Yeah, but we're on 4 lakes now. I think we need the desert for Crassius,
Oh, yeah.
but... wanted to block the
Yeah, never
collection.
mind.
I don't like that. I don't think we needed to block the collection, because Akira doesn't really want to build another land. I think we wanted a desert here.
Oh, we forgot Machinata's not even targetable by Cypher's West.
Right, but I think the plan was to Cypher's Wrath the 1 HP, right?
Oh, we had the first Carassius after night. Oh,
First
yes,
one,
had
but
this-
we decided to build the lake instead of the desert.
We can build the desert now.
We
Don't know
can,
what
but
you're talking about.
but now we're like 1 off of like creation. And
So-
I really, I don't know where we put the Crassius. I guess we can put it right next to the Flamethrower, maybe. Or, no, we can step up the 1-1 and put the Crassius on,
Just make a desert.
C4.
Just make a desert and make it.
Oh, you could do that too, and
put
body
the
block
desert
with
in
it.
Front of the,
yeah,
you can put the desert in front of the Flamethrower, so
True.
it does not hit Machinata.
we don't get to creation, but, I mean...
Wait, what?
Wait, what indeed? Okay, we might as well not build the desert now. We don't really... We can decide on this later. We could just +1 or something here. We can... There's almost a line where we could cannon carry or clear the recruiter, but then we can't shoot because we'll be blocking ourselves.
Well, you still can cannon carrier detonate to block to kill both recruiters, just to keep the enemy from collecting. I mean, he's at 0 Faeria.
Yeah.
I would definitely do that.
Yeah. Looks solid.
Yeah, that's exactly the line. I mean, yeah, it feels wasted, but in a game where you're ahead that hard, I would go for that. Because now, what can you do now? Step +1 and Frog Tosser, what? Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I think you have to step back Marginata, hit the mecha, right? then-
Step back and hit the mech. Yeah, that makes sense. So you have
And then
a body blocker.
die to the Flamethrower next turn.
Yeah, it's looking tough. I don't see many outs for Harlankin, but yeah, it goes for the line probably. We can +1 and Carassius. Maybe we get a collector. Can step on the mountain with this guy.
Well, we
No.
can say now time bank is not an issue in this game because we only have a maximum of 2 more matches left and both players have 20 minutes of time bank.
Yeah, probably true. Bulgarian coming down to finish it.
Surrender, please. It's done. Surrender.
It's over. That flamethrower just got out of hand. And while I was surprised that we went with this list, I mean, I thought we would go for the green. We do get to see it now. And the cure is 2. Harlankin now behind a little bit. He's lost that first win advantage that he managed to gain. And he has to win both of these next 2 remaining matches with the green. Green Yaks.
But he has Yaks. I mean, Yaks are superior, we know that.
Even if he ends up losing, still superior.
I want to see the deck because that looks pretty spicy. I haven't seen anything like that before.
A mono
sure.
green. I think green swarm would just make sense. I've seen this before.
Oh, Gift of Rakoa and Guidance in Yaks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think this is actually...
Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty neat.
Well played. Alright, Akira really digging into him. I think he mentioned they're from the same country, so maybe they know each other. They're taking subtle jabs at each other.
I would definitely drop the Oversky on turn 1 against Red. Oh no! What are you doing?
I mean, he invested the neutral already, so he couldn't go back. But yeah, Oversky.
No,
Yank.
he used Explore. You can put a forest on one side, drop
he
the
used
Oversky,
Explore?
and then go W. Yeah, and then go W neutral on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this way it works as well, but Oversky Yak first is better because you cannot get countered by Flame Burst.
Yeah.
And I would definitely drop him on the far side because how does Red want to deal with the 6 freaking live Oversky Yak?
Yeah, I think it's
in the
smart
double
to
collection
just...
spot.
Yeah, we can switch sides here with Oversky Yak. The 2-3... I think can just sit here. Whoa, we don't even play it.
Not a fan, not a fan.
Oh, we don't want to get shakered.
Well, not a fan. I mean, yeah, shake
Yeah, I
it
mean,
then.
we get blown out. Like, if this guy dies and then a creature's developed, now what? Oh, we have to switch sides. We've invested so much into right side. But the shaker does come down, so the Oversky's life is spared a little bit. There's no follow-up Cypher's Wrath. But I think we have to just play the Oversky here now. We've seen the shaker come down. Surely we play Oversky Yak. I think we even
Maybe
step
he
up and
wants to-
collect.
Yeah, there we go.
I
Let's- wait.
liked stepping the 2/2, I think, but sure, keep him safe. Just because I'm afraid of like Cypher's Wrath eventually coming, but sure.
It's like a little bit weird because if you play over Skyak turn 1, he would be in the double collection spot already, and you could have had the Longhorn Yak in this spot anyway. So you're missing out on collection the way you play the way he played it.
Right.
So the roaming Yak gives the 6 Prairie, so we could just.
Yep, we started with the Explorer, so Roaming Yak rounds that out. Get to build our forest here. Forest placement, reasonably important. I think we might end up just seeing the Emerald Yak as a forest creature. But we might just need more neutrals in the future for Yak attack spots.
I wonder if he's playing the Shepherd as well.
Has to. You can't play Yaks without Shepherd. It's like so good.
I'm not a fan of the roaming Yak though. Especially if you're a single color. I think you don't need the roaming Yak then.
There's often been a debate for this card because it's nice to round out your, if you're player 2, you can get that, fix up that odd number of neutral creations, but it's such a bad stat line. Pretty expensive. The dash
Also, it's just
helps
Prairie,
it.
right? I mean, I
Yeah.
can imagine, I can understand that if you're like triple color Yaks or, yeah, triple color Yaks and you need 6 Prairies anyway.
True.
But, oh, you have so many good Yaks. So next turn is pretty good for Yak attack, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because you can use guidance on the Yak on the left side.
Oh, Elderwood Embrace even
Oh.
better though.
Yeah, now it's definitely. I mean, you can play everything, right? Yak attack, Embrace, guidance, survive with everything.
Right. So one Yak becomes a 4/6, which just survives on 1.
It plays hardly into Shaker, so I don't know if I would do that.
I mean, I think the line here is to hold the guidance. Probably, I don't think it's needed. I think we 2 Yak into the left side, and then 1 Yak.
Just trash all your Yaks because then Mother of all Yaks would be cheaper.
Oh no! Oh, we're double buffing this. Wait, but how are we dealing with Laya then?
Wait, what?
This is way too much. Wait.
Oh, there was definitely a better line than double buffing the roaming Yak.
Yeah. I don't like the... Oh, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Actually, what though?
Oh, no, that is actually not bad because he just blocks on the right side. He just he just has another minion on the right side, so he can collect next turn, and he will make
Double
pressure on the
collect.
left side. It's not too bad how hard.
Okay, it actually isn't that bad because you get 2 Yaks to survive this way. The other line was you get only 1 Yak on 1 HP to survive. So sure, I guess we somewhat come out on top. The Shaker doesn't die, but
That was expensive to kill a liar.
it was. I don't know. This is a great detonate too, where you can like step up the ground shaker. Can do a detonate thing. We do have detonate. We can do like cannon carrier on left side maybe. It looks like that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, bomb slinger, detonate just to actually clear. Sure.
But there's
We could
that
even
line is
cannon
amazing.
carrier. We can still cannon carrier actually.
Why would you do that even? Just
Well,
leave the
you
Oversky
threaten
at
the Overskyak, like you deal 2 to it, and then you have a 4/2 threatening it. That's pretty good. I like it.
Maybe.
It's not like you're facing against red again, where
you can
they
do
are, and then you can place the neutral.
and
Yeah.
you can. Oof. Oh,
Yeah, that
yak
is a
attack is
oof.
not too bad. +1 yak attack. So you can double connect on the right side, kill the bomb slinger, kill the 4-2.
Yeah, that makes sense. The Shaker gets kind of left uncontested, but I don't know what else you really
It
can do.
doesn't matter because you get your mother of all yaks really, really cheap. You keep your connection
True.
on the left side.
Yeah, Mother is coming very soon, actually.
I mean, you
Seventh
could also
Host.
put 2 yaks on the right side. Yeah,
Yeah, looks like that's what's happening. It just
kill the
means
ground shaker.
you can't step up your Oversky Yak next turn because the Bomb Slinger steps.
You can step up because you play mother of all yaks anyway and taunt him.
Alright, so we can afford... For some reason I thought we weren't going to afford this, but we did just double collect there. So sure. Oh,
So definitely, yeah, it's not a problem because you taunted.
yeah,
You can
great
play
Mother
of all
here.
yaks.
Wait, is it great? Because the Bomb Slinger actually just kills the taunts. I mean, if we really want to be safe, we could double neutral again, place both taunts next to the flamethrower, and
I would
then...
draw first and see what I draw.
I don't know... What are we drawing for? I mean... What are we drawing for? There's no, like, damage options.
And that's the moment where you want to have Topaz Yak in your deck.
Topaz... Maybe. Topaz feels expensive here. We do draw after stepping. I guess it's just Mother. We don't really have anything else, so just rip the Mother. I would have liked to taunt that flamethrower, though.
Oh, I like her. Oh, I think the second 4-4 is not in a good place. Why didn't you put it next to the bomb slinger?
Maybe to play around another Bomb Slinger. But I liked placing Mother where you want the
Oh, never mind.
taunt
He
to
has
go.
Shepherd anyway in hand. He can just reach
True.
it. Maybe it's just.
It's a bait.
Yeah. So the bomb slinger has to kill the taunt anyway, and then the flamethrower will shoot the mother. Maybe.
Sure. Maybe it is after all a bait.
You could also just drop a mountain and play Bidurion aggressively, so you get the hammer.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to deal with.
Oh, I don't like the Bidurion placement. That is weird.
Yeah, that doesn't feel great. I mean,
Okay, definitely Shepherd now. Just sacrifice the Yak Guard.
is there any 1 damage options in this list? Probably no. It would probably be Command if anything, and that's not gonna pop the shield.
I usually play
Falcon
how's it
Dive.
called? Yeah, or Famine.
Oh, Famine, really? Well, yeah, we don't have clean answers to pop this shield, unfortunately. I doubt there's any top deckable answer here.
I think you still use the Yak Shepherd for. No, I don't like that line. That is. No.
Wait. And wait, didn't
Oh,
we have...
yeah, never mind. He's using the Oversky Yak for the Yak Shepherd.
But didn't we have
That's
a 4-4? No, that was a 4-3, right? Or 4-2 or something. Okay, we didn't have a value trade option. Oh. Yeah, we go.
And now he's using the Shepherd. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
I don't like the position of the roaming yak, but I think you have to put him there, right? No, he's neutral.
I think you could have put the roaming egg backwards and then wait for Imperial Outpost to actually clear it, right?
No, I'm just asking why is he not using the Shepherd in the roaming yak position, because the cannon carrier cannot kill the Shepherd. What match?
Well, the buff is gone at end of turn, right? So that wouldn't work. Like Yak Shepherd plus 2/0 only lasts the turn.
No. I mean the shepherd's position on the forest.
Oh, I see.
So
Yeah,
you can
true.
collect one more turn.
Yeah, and then you get to value trade the cannon carrier.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Empty Time of Legends. Do we rip it?
Well, I would play it.
It's so bad.
Oh, that is not bad.
I am
That is
mistaken.
That is not bad.
I am mistaken.
Oh fuck, Runen is actually pretty good at in this.
Is it gonna
game.
be fast enough? Cause cannon carrier detonate's pretty big. That 2/3 actually stepping out of range to be able to deal with that too. I think Runen's gonna be too slow.
Yeah,
But,
all
I mean-
because of the cannon. All because of the cannon carrier and the double collection spot, because you put a 3/1 there instead of a 2/3.
Yeah.
Nothing else is collecting, just the cannon carrier. You lost the side because you made the wrong decision on that side.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. What does this do?
Or you need to drop an outpost if you want to play it like that.
Yeah, you kind of have to play. I mean, you can stall
no-
and then just whack Runen in, but that's so bad.
There's no safe spot for an outpost on the whole field, unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's no safe spot for an outpost.
Yeah, I think we might have misplayed a little bit. Oh,
Oh, yeah, that works. That
I
works.
guess we could do that. I guess that just makes a lot more sense than playing a
Ground
single.
shaker. Now we get a ground shaker and a full clear on the
Shaker
board.
is certainly a GG.
And again, this offensive GG, I don't like that. Not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah, looks like that's gonna be it. Not gonna be any answers in the yak list. Harlequin getting taken down again, and Akira just dominating this entire tournament. Only one loss this entire tournament, actually. So, big congrats.
And we haven't even seen flyers.
We didn't see flyers this set. I had to face it. But I didn't... Akira had the list as well.
But
Alright.
yeah.
Well played to both
Well-
players. That was an intense series, intense tournament overall. I really enjoyed that. And thanks for joining, Noah. Appreciate
thanks for
having you
having me.
around. Yeah, great.